Clouded Mind Show is filmed live in New Jersey where recreational cannabis is legal. Please use cannabis responsibly and in accordance with your local laws.
Hey friends, it's time for another new episode of the Two Clouded Mind Show with your favorite hosts, Chris
I have a very caveman brain.
and Dave.
He's falling apart in front of our eyes.
Subscribe to the Two Clouded Mind Show on YouTube
See our pretty faces.
and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Clouded Mind. Come on.
Two Clouded Minds, baby. I love you guys.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Guess what? It is live.
Hello
it is
and
the
welcome.
end of September. Hello, Dave. Hello, Anthony.
Hey.
How you doing?
We're good. We're good. Happy fall. A lot of people are excited for fall.
We are excited. Yes.
I mean-
the weather is finally chilled.
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about it, but that's what we get for living in the Northeast.
Yeah.
We get seasons.
Yeah, but I like them.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I think we talked about this recently. That
I feel like
there's like a brief period of time where you enjoy it, and then after a while, you're sick of
yeah.
it.
Yeah, once I have to like put a layer above my hoodie, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
No thanks. So yeah, end of the month
End of September.
goes fast.
It sure does.
It goes fast.
And the end of October will be here before you know it.
Yeah,
We were actually just talking about that off air. No spoilers. No spoilers.
No
But
spoilers.
it's going to be an exciting month of October.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
So-
it is.
Let's do that right off the bat. Then let's
We
talk
got-
about what
What's coming
what
up?
can, yeah, what's coming up? What can we expect from the month of October?
It's gonna be crazier than a P Diddy freak off.
All right.
That's how you.
That was my one. Okay, that was my one.
Yeah.
That was my one.
I mean, I don't know how many people want to
Comedy.
come.
That's right. You just have to say comedy.
Yeah, that's comedy.
No, but yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. I know you've been diligently behind the scenes doing your magic and working your things.
I reached out to some people, talked to some people about some things. We have some things going on, some maybe yeses, some maybe nos, maybe what we're going to do is. So we'll find all that out.
Fireworks, the whole nine.
So we have a tournament going in the month of October to figure out who's the best horror villain. So make
Right.
sure you check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do we have that, but we have a tournament I'm prepared to sort of like spoil it a little bit because we have to give people time to I see what's going on here. Have to give people time to prepare themselves and educate themselves on the candies that are going to be in the candy vote.
Oh yeah,
Right, the candy
yeah.
bar vote, because we ended up ranking some candy bars and we took our top 4 and we need to vote to see what the best candy bar is.
This
So
is
that
true.
vote will take place hopefully on the live stream at the end of October.
Mhm.
But I think it's important that people try all of them, have time to try all of them if they haven't tried one before.
Yeah.
So
Some
we can-
people might not know what one of them are.
Exactly correct. Exactly
you-
correct.
Did you eat one?
I've had it. I know what the bar is.
Okay.
Look at me. Look at me. Have I had one?
Of course, I've had one.
Come on.
Jesus Christ, I had one yesterday.
If they made it, I had it.
Yeah, fair.
Look at us.
Yeah, so I'm signing in to the
I'm.
YouTube right now.
I've slimmed down.
You look slimmer. Look
I'm-
like you've been training for something.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to fight weight, shutty boy.
You're at fight weight,
I am.
and now you got to just stay there.
I have to stay there. I could play around a little bit here and there. I'm
Are you
not
getting any
super strict.
notifications on your phone from YouTube or anything like that?
No.
All right. This isn't working. Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
you're
that's fine. What was I just saying?
You're at weight, but is it harder to get to weight or to maintain it?
It's
Because I know nothing about that.
for me, it's hard to maintain. I like to get complacent. I'll be like, dude, I'm fine, and then I'll slip on the diet, and I'll
Mm.
slip on the training.
No slipping.
This time, I'm like really going for it.
Yeah, because there's like muscle
Really
weighs
going
more than
for it.
fat. So if you're hitting it hard,
Hmm
you know, you're not doing it right by food. You know, that gets you.
I've only done body weight exercises. I
Mhm.
haven't touched one weight.
Oh, okay, calisthenics and whatnot.
Yeah. Dude,
Okay.
man, working up a good sweat. It's crazy.
Yeah, I need to work up.
You'd be
good
surprised.
sweat.
You'd be surprised.
About the sweat.
Just like without without touching weights and just
Oh, well,
doing
yeah,
your
yeah.
own thing.
Dude,
and
freaking yoga, bro.
I heard yoga is really good. I don't understand it, but
I don't either, but like I at one point I was paying like during COVID I paid like the year for like Beachbody,
okay.
so it was like $100 and you get access to all their videos. So I did like really enjoy this one called Lift 4. It was really good. But I tried because I remember back in the day P90X.
I bought that.
Right. So I was like, yo,
Never
let me go
used it.
check out this. And then they were like, yoga. I was like, yeah, let me try something I never did. And I was like, yoga, it's supposed to be good to strengthen it. And these boys' knees need some strengthening or whatever. Bro, my legs were sweating.
I believe
Yoga's
it.
tough. Yoga's
What
tough.
is?
I
what's going
believe
on
it.
there? No, thanks.
So you guys are talking fitness right now?
Yes.
Chris, how's your boxing prep going?
I was just saying, I'm at fight weight. I'm sitting pretty at. All right.
Whoop.
I'm 186. The fight's at 185. So when I say I'm sitting at, I could comfortably say I'm sitting at fight weight.
Yeah, you could take a poop right now. You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
I really could. I could take a heavy dump, or I could not eat anything or drink anything and weigh myself tomorrow morning and be fine.
Right.
I'm doing good. I'm taking this really seriously.
And Shuddy's is gonna be 185.
Yeah,
What? How? And he's like,
he's short. He's average height. I'm sorry. He's 5'8". He's average height.
he's below average.
Is that what we're saying?
I don't know. I'm just
average
trying
is
to be nice.
average
5'9".
is only going up. I'm sure. but
Average is
5'9".
5'9".
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure. I'm sure it's like 5'9" and a half.
He's a
now.
short king. He's
Nah,
a short king.
he's. I mean, 5'8" isn't that low below 5'9". It's not like he's 5'6" or something
No,
like
he's
that.
slightly under average.
He's just a little under average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's not a jab. Just
No,
saying.
it's just we're just
slightly under average.
speaking facts here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just by the statistics.
So yeah, 185 and you're 185. It's
Yeah,
two
he's a
different-
stockier 185.
Yeah, he's a stocky.
He's like a little
185.
fire hydrant.
Yeah.
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 That's what they say.
And I'm a string bean.
Yeah, you're long and tall. He's
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta now know that he might. You gotta get that strength.
So
the
do you
length to
have
your
like somebody
advantage.
punching you in the midsection all day just to toughen up? How do you do that? How do you handle that? Because that's what you got to do. Is
Well, I can't really give away too much of
Oh,
my
okay, okay.
my top secret.
sauce.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's the training is good. It is good. It's
Good.
preparing me mentally, physically.
Yeah. You gotta.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I really do. I love getting up early in the morning, going in there, banging it out, getting it done. You have the rest of your day.
What time do you get up?
Normally I'm usually up by 4.
So what time do you
No
get
alarm.
to the place of workout?
They were doing 5:30 classes, but they stopped those, so it's 6:15 now.
That's still early.
Yeah.
That's still early. It's still a good time. Yeah, I would like to be able to. I would like to do that.
It's fun, dude. It's
'Cause
so
that's the
fun.
thing. I think like if you're gonna work out, for at least me, it's got to be done early as opposed to later. You know.
Yeah.
I was the opposite way. Like I used to be in pretty good shape. The last 2 years or so, maybe I've kind of like really not taken good care of myself at all.
Mhm.
But I was in pretty good shape, and I would work out after work every day. But that's just me.
Afterward, There's people
That's
like
just
I'm referring to like the night.
Oh no.
Yeah. There's
No,
people that
that's
later like the 8,
no
9
good.
o'clockers. Like I
Oh.
can't do that.
I know that sometimes like a second I would if every so often I would be like I'm in the mood for a second workout, and that would be the later one. But
Yeah.
yeah, after work for me, like I would get home at like 4:00, and then by like 5:00 or 4:30 I'd be working out. I take my pre-workout on the way home most
Mhm.
times, and then that way when I got home, boom,
That's a good
Poop.
routine.
I had to poop.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what the boom is.
Oh yeah. That's a good routine.
Yeah.
I like it though. It's keeping me in check.
That's good.
It's keeping me active.
I gotta get in check.
Yeah, not me. I'm just gonna let go. Just letting it go.
Let it go.
After this fight, I'm letting it go.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Well, I mean, you will have earned it at that time, but
Either way.
After the fight, I'm having the fattest
Yeah,
cheeseburger.
like that's got to be a thing.
Like I cannot wait, dude.
Like you have to find like a place you've never been.
Oh wait,
of a
we're gonna
food.
well, a
be.
place that he definitely has been and likes the food there.
We're actually gonna be close to Philly, so I might get like two Philly cheesesteaks.
No. You got to go to each guy.
I did that before.
And how'd you?
I'm a purist, dude. I like Tony Luke's,
I mean,
and I know that's probably slanderous for a lot
well,
of people.
everybody's there are factions. You have to
Yeah.
understand there are factions, and everybody has their favorite place that they like, and they think that that's the best place. But you know what? Everybody can shut up.
But I'm
just like what
willing-
you like. Just
I'm-
like what you like.
I
Yeah.
know exactly, but I'm willing to try like those mom and pops out there that like,
hidden gems.
yeah.
It's not a bad
If
idea.
you want a Philly cheesesteak, just go to Philly because then it's just a cheesesteak.
Yeah, just get a cheesesteak
Just get a
someplace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm,
You got to know the lingo though.
Yeah,
whiz wit.
with
And
Whiz
what does that
whiz.
mean? Cheese whiz and what's the
Cheese
whiz?
with onions.
Whiz
onions?
with, yeah.
It's with onions. Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like cheese whiz. I like the regular American cheese.
Hey, give me some cheese.
I usually get Shaw Provolone.
Okay,
Delicious,
fair
dude.
enough. Yeah, just not cheese whiz. Cheese whiz is whack.
no.
Sounds fun to say whiz wit, but whiz is trash. It is.
Yo, I mean, I would never. Yeah, I wouldn't be like, yo, can you put some whiz on this?
Yeah, cheese whiz. Oh, you know what would really make this better? Cheese whiz. No. The only time, maybe a nacho chip,
a nacho
a dry
chip.
nacho chip. We're like, all right,
Yeah.
You're
I
like
guess
one of those
I'll take some whiz.
a little
but
whiz dropper.
yeah,
Ooh.
a canned
A
whiz.
syringe of hot whiz for
Oh,
each chip.
God. Somehow you made it sound worse.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, like there's some restaurants that like put like a syringe of chocolate in this big elaborate thing. There'd be a giant syringe of liquid chocolate. Do you just?
Yeah.
Yeah, no whiz.
No, not for me.
So
That's
yeah,
hard.
is that what it's going to be? Is it going to be a cheesesteak?
Yeah, since we're gonna be out that way, it's gonna be a cheesesteak.
Are we gonna be that close to Philly? I don't think so.
Allentown to Philly might not be that far.
45.
Maybe.
You're gonna go 45 minutes for a cheesesteak? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's something a guy who just got punched in the head for an hour would do.
It ain't gonna be an hour, son. Let's see.
Well.
Well, either way, I mean, listen, you train that much, whatever you're
You get what you get.
you get what you get,
You like it.
and you
Yeah.
don't get upset.
That's right.
There might be a banging cheesesteak in Allentown.
That's
I'm
what I'm saying. You might not have
Shuddy
to go.
knows the spots out there, so I'm not worried.
He might, depending on how it goes, he might not. He might tell you a bad place.
Nah. It's all.
But yo, you got to go to Gerald's, bro. Gerald's got the cheese.
And then I had the worst heartburn for 4 days.
Yeah,
I'm sick. I have diarrhea.
Yeah. You show up to the fight 167.
Yeah, you food poisoning.
Ah. That's gonna be cool. I'm excited.
That'd be
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 fun.
fun to watch.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we're gonna have one guest. Shuddy's not gonna be joining us this month, I guess. We do have a special guest though that Chris put us on the line for last live stream
He did.
and asked this one special guest to come back every live stream rather every month. I keep saying week, but
You
it's
do.
month.
Because it's like a week for us.
Yeah, we usually do a weekly show. This is the monthly show. So we're gonna have Johnny from Florida. The Florida man is gonna be zooming in a little while to give us the state of fantasy football up till now. And let me
Okay.
tell you,
during the hurricane.
it's grim.
Is
Yeah,
it a bloodbath?
it's a bloodbath. It's
Yes.
disgusting. It's disgusting. So we'll get into all that later in a little while.
Can we give
Yeah.
Johnny a fun nickname? Come on.
The Florida man,
It's
Pretty Boy
Pretty
Johnny.
Boy Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Pretty Boy Johnny.
PBJ.
Pretty
yeah,
Boy. Yeah,
yeah.
you can call him Pretty Boy if
All
you
right.
want to.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I'm excited for it because, from what I know, is what he's speaking about. You know, the 3 leagues he's adding in.
yeah,
a little bit of the Bobby J League, and you know that makes me look a little bit better now.
So you football nerds out there,
Whoa.
you're about to get a lesson.
Well, there's not going to be any
the
lesson.
lessons.
No,
It's
it's
just an
more or less
overview.
just an update. Like,
Okay.
hey, this is what's been going on since last we spoke, right? Like how everybody's looking. Because at the beginning of the season, I don't know if you remember, everybody was wide-eyed and, positive and optimistic, and
Yeah,
everybody
you guys
was
were the cock
excited.
of the walk.
We were all excited. We couldn't wait. Let's find out, 4 weeks later, how everybody's
Yeah.
feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit different, I think.
I mean, yeah, for some.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fantasy football is an emotional game.
Okay.
It's very emotional.
Yeah, emotional roller coaster.
I mean, you were a little upset before. I don't know. what
Well, I
was-
mean, for like I said, that's why I'm glad he added the third league, because out of the 3 that we do together, I'm in 6 right now. So out of the 3 that we do together, out of the 6, the one I want to be doing the best in, I'm doing the worst in,
Okay.
and that's not
But
to
it's
any
still
fault
early.
of my own.
But still early.
It's not that I made a bad decision or any fault of my own. It's due for other reasons. But the other leagues I'm doing okay in, and I don't care about those.
Can
That's
you
why
bounce
I'm
back
mad.
in the league that you want to do good in?
Yeah,
He's got some injuries, but the guys will be coming back.
Yeah, time, right?
Yeah, there's time. I mean, you always need certain things to go your way. Like this week's pretty huge for me. So with me still having the injuries I have, if I could come through this week with a dub against somebody that I don't want to have a conversation with if I lose,
Yeah.
that would be nice. It'll be like a 2-for-1er in my opinion.
Yeah, you have a big matchup this week. You got to
Yeah.
come through because Anthony has the whole weight of the world on his shoulders this week.
Really?
Everybody is counting on him to win.
Yeah.
Everybody is, and his team is banged up. Everybody is counting on him to win.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's playing against
I'm pulling for you, kid.
the villain.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel.
Are we 13 minutes in yet?
We're 17 minutes in.
Fuck the villain.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel good. I feel confident in what my jellies were feeling coming into the season.
We're gonna talk about Anthony's jellies
yeah,
too.
What is
Oh,
jellies?
yes. So tell everybody. Okay, so here's the deal. There's a commercial on TV right now with Eric Andre, and it's like a betting commercial where he's the hunch, and he's telling the guy what bets to make because he's the guy's hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Some people get a hunch. Some people get a feeling. Some people get, an intuition.
He gets the jellies.
Anthony gets the jellies.
Okay.
So
He shift makes.
sometimes,
I do shift make.
but there's no it's not like, oh, but don't worry because the jellies are always right. That's not the case here.
No,
It's just,
but the jellies do come through.
sometimes,
Yeah.
like 33% of the time.
Who's got the actual numbers?
That's what I'm trying to point out. That's what I'm trying to point out is that these jellies, these are very questionable jellies. Like if you had these jellies in a jar, you might not eat the jellies.
I don't know that I would eat the jellies.
No.
But they'll be looking at you. And
They might give me a tummy ache.
They'll be like, "Hey, listen, you want to try this jelly?"
Yeah. Doesn't sound appetizing. No.
Listen, how many jellies there are? I mean, nobody's gonna be a 100% jelly.
No, nobody can be 100%
No,
jelly.
but some of them
Obviously.
are what we would call a hot take,
Sure.
and
Bold predictions.
Yeah, hit on. My percentage is okay. You've made the statement as well. I'm my own enemy, and when it comes to gambling.
Yes. Everybody is their own enemy when it comes to gambling.
But
1-800
as
gambler.
I love to gamble.
1-800 gambler.
No, but
yeah,
like,
don't kids don't gamble. But I love to gamble.
I have a problem where like I have the jellies in a sense for certain things, and he said it. He's like you are a good bettor with certain things, but your problem is yourself. I stack too many.
Okay.
Like
You know what a parlay is, Chris?
yeah,
It's when
yeah.
you
You did
make
a couple different.
you could make a
bets, right?
single bet like the Giants -3, and if the Giants cover the 3 points, you win the bet. But then there's a parlay where you take the Giants -3, and then also the Eagles +5, and then also the Cowboys +2, and then also and you bet like all these games. So now not only one outcome has to come out, but like
5.
7 have
Oh,
to come out or
shit.
whatever it is. And this guy just keeps adding legs because the payout is obviously higher,
Of course, yeah.
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
likelihood of it every time you add a leg like exponentially decreases because of the way it works. It's like the betting markets, the books want you to parlay. They want you to parlay because you're most likely going to lose.
Uh-huh.
And so we're telling this guy, just if you're going to make a parlay, make like 3 picks. Make 3 picks. Don't make 6 picks. Don't make 5 picks. Don't make 7 picks. And he's like trying to seem like he's trying to work his way down, but he's still up in the 5, 6, 7 range.
because
May-
I was at the 7, 8, 9 range.
May I ask you 2 questions? Like maybe
Sure.
it's like it's a 2-part one question. What's the biggest parlay you've hit? Like
Legs or number?
I guess like money amount, if you don't mind saying it, and like how many games did you get right?
Biggest legs I won with was like the least amount I've ever put on it. I won a 7-leg bet, but I put $1 on it because it was like the last week of the year of like last year, and I was making all my bets, and there was like $1 left, And I was like, all right, let me just run through the slate of the week. And I was just like, picking 7 jellies. And I paid $1 on it, and I paid 55.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I would be pumped.
Every week on our football podcast that we do on Tuesday nights on YouTube.
Always
is
Sunday.
On Always Sunday Football Podcast.
I was almost right.
Um,
So sorry. That's so
we
disrespectful.
each do there's 4 of us usually, and we each do a 3-pick parlay every week. So we try to win a 3-pick parlay each week, and every so often we'll hit one. Like
Okay.
last year, I think the 4 of us combined maybe hit 3 times. This year, in week 3, both John and I hit our 3-pick parlay, so we got 2 on the board. And didn't you? Nobody else hit one yet, right?
No, I was
Okay.
just gonna say it's a nice notion to add in that there is those guys, but like the entire year last year, I did what I called money line madness. So all 3 of my picks were money line picks, which is you're choosing the underdog.
You're choosing the underdog who has a plus number next to them, which means that they're like really an underdog. They're not just like, it's not like a close underdog. It's like a legitimate
Yeah,
underdog.
like
So-
3 points and at least above
2.5,
3
3
above. Yeah.
So real quick, why don't the 3 of us, for funsies right now,
Shut up, I'll make a bet.
each pick,
One game.
what's the smallest number of parlays you can do? Is it just 2 games?
2 is the smallest.
2 is the smallest?
Yeah, but if there's 3 of us, we can
Look at
do
me,
3.
look at me. Hey,
Let's-
hey, look at me. Get out of my fucking face with 2. All right?
Okay, no, I'm learning. I'm learning.
No, yeah, I'm with you. I'll make a bet
Let's-
right now. Let's go.
Let's all pick 3 teams that we think are going to win from what's going to happen this
Each
week.
pick 3 or each pick 1? Or just all 3 of us decide on 3?
He hit me with a 9 leg just there. You said we
yeah,
each
no,
picked 3.
No.
Oh shit!
We have
I
to
didn't think
decide on
about that.
3. We have to decide
Okay.
on 3 between the 3 of us.
Okay. So what are like the hot matchups?
I mean,
Hold on a second. I'm bringing it up. You just got to give me a minute or two.
No
I wasn't,
problem.
Yeah, you're-
wasn't
you're-
expecting this
you,
to be
me,
going
me
on.
I'm
neither.
sorry,
but
I'm
you hit me
sorry.
with gambling. Your boy started itching.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's stay away from the Thursday night game. We're just doing Sunday games or just anything?
What's the Thursday game? Is it any good?
Because for me, I'm it's the
Okay.
Giants
It's
and
the Giants and the
Cowboys.
Cowboys. He's
Fair
he's
enough.
too invested.
Yeah, I hear you.
invested.
Fair enough.
He's too close to
I
it.
am placing a money line bet on them. But
Of course you are.
well,
Of course you are. No,
Giants
it's,
just
look,
won, though,
you want
right?
to have some fun. You want to have some fun with the win.
Giants are
Yeah,
coming
or
off
with the
a win,
game.
Giants are coming off a win, not against a very great team,
but it's still
a
a win.
good defensive team
Still
to
a
an
win.
extent, still a win, and the Cowboys are playing a little. I mean, the odds of it very low. I do think that there's a good chance that they cover the spread, though, for sure. I think that's a realistic thing that I would be putting my money on. With the Giants getting 6 points.
All right. So the next game, Anthony, go ahead.
We got Denver plus 7.5.
Is it better for the plus or the minus?
The plus means that they're the underdog. So plus means like the Denver Broncos. If the Denver Broncos keep the score within 7.5 points, so if they lose by 7, you win the bet.
Right.
That's
If
what
they get-
plus 7.5.
right.
It's like a handicap.
So the
So
Jets
you
have to beat them by 8 points
Correct.
for
In
you
order to cover the
the
7.5.
Jets spread.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Okay.
So do you want to? I mean, you can just do spreads. You can choose whether or not the game goes over or under the total, which has been wild this year.
Yeah, the totals are crazy. That's the total. Obviously, both teams score in the game.
So right now they have the Broncos getting 7.5 and the total points together 39.5. So do you feel anything there? You know what I might do
Go ahead.
is I might zero knowledge here. No offense. Is
Let Chris pick 'em.
let Chris.
We did this once before.
Yeah.
I think so. Didn't you make some picks, but you never even entered
No,
the picks?
they're getting entered right now.
Okay.
So you're going to pick for me, and I'm going to stop it at 4. Let's do 4.
Okay.
Just through this, you can choose somebody with the spread, or the over under of a game. Choose 4, and what I want you to do is feel it in your jellies. Now let's go.
All right. I don't feel anything for this game.
I like it. Me
All
neither.
right. Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers. Packers are at home, 2.5-point favorites with a 43.5-point over under. I took the Minnesota Vikings plus 2.5.
Don't
here.
you get in his head. I need this straight out of.
All right.
But what's funny is automatically I was going to say the Vikings on this.
Okay, Vikings. What? Getting the 2.5. I like it. Okay. It's on. Add more.
Steelers and Colts, I don't like them.
Alrighty.
The Eagles and the Buccaneers. I think the Eagles are gonna win.
Do you
Let's
think
go
they're
to
gonna
the
beat?
next game.
Do you think they're gonna beat them by 2 points? More than 2 points?
I think they'll beat them by more than 2 points.
All right. So Eagles laying the 2.
The Eagles have a lot of injuries right now, buddy.
Oh, they do.
It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
No. It matters.
But
this, look, I have to step in here.
is
You
Saquon
can't just let
Barkley
this guy.
healthy?
He's picking off of his ass. He thinks the Eagles are a good team,
And
which
you
they
know what?
usually are. They have no receivers, and they're one of their offensive linemen might not play this week. Like
All
they're
right,
very,
fine,
very injured.
fine.
If anything, let them.
Okay, then
Look at the
skip
rest of
this
the
game,
board.
Skip
Yeah.
this game.
He was feeling. If he hasn't come up with 4, that's the 4th.
Panthers, Bengals,
You
the
feeling-
brand new look Panthers.
Yeah. You feeling anything in the
Is-
jellies?
The
I'm
Bengals are
not.
0-3.
Oh no, I'm not feeling it.
All right, go
I'm
ahead.
not feeling it. Even though the Bengals are due for a
Listen,
win.
there's 16 games. You got to
See,
choose 4.
I'm picking the Rams over the Bears.
Okay, Rams +3. That's not unreasonable.
Rams +3 is not unreasonable. Neither is the money line. Continue.
Give him some points. Let him play
I'm
with some
taking the
points.
points all
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Jags, Texans, Chris?
Nah,
No?
fuck them.
I like it.
Saints, Falcons. How about that one?
I'm
that
gonna
one grab you?
say the New Orleans Saints beat the Falcons.
New Orleans Saints +2.5. Put it on the board for now, Anthony.
Okay.
Oh dear. Niners, Patriots, 10.5 points.
I don't like it.
Wow. Commanders, Cardinals,
It went
3.5
up.
points. Yeah, it did.
Hate it.
Really? Okay. I understand that
This
though.
is a
Chiefs,
no-
Chargers, 7.5
The
points.
Chiefs are gonna win.
But by 7.5 or
By
more, or
8
8 or more, or 8 or less.
or go to the next game.
For now, what's the next game?
Browns, Raiders,
Oh
2
man,
points. Raiders are at home getting 2.
the Raiders are at home getting 2. The Browns just lost like embarrassingly
To the
this
Giants.
Sunday, and they were at home and they could have won that game.
No, they couldn't have.
I thought it was it wasn't in New York.
No, it was in
Oh,
Cleveland.
okay.
Daniel Jones played okay because he didn't have the whole New York yelling at him.
Play skipsies real quick.
I like it.
Bills, Ravens.
This one's
Oh, dude, the Bills, man.
Bills plus 2.5.
Bills +2.5.
Yeah, they got that.
All
And
right.
then Monday night we got 2 games. The first one, Titans.
What's up with that?
I don't like it.
It's confusing.
It's
It is
stupid.
a little weird, but what they did well though is that one of the games
Sucks,
stinks
and the other one's good.
one of them one's good. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, this is the one that stinks. It's the Titans and the Dolphins.
Nah.
This is the one that's good. Seahawks, Lions.
Ooh.
What do you, nothing? Wow. Well, that's all the games, Chris.
So right now I put the Saints in as one. So we have 4. Unless
what
you
are they?
wanna-
Read them back.
Minnesota plus 2.5, Rams plus 3, Saints plus 2.5, Bills plus 2.5.
Okay. All right.
Is that the final? Do you want to kind of scroll through and see if you feel your jellies? Hold your jellies. If you feel anything going on.
Me?
Yeah, we could do one more pass through. I definitely don't like the first one at all.
All right. Give me a minute. I have a couple things going on
Yeah,
here.
yeah, take your time.
You're watching the board, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything there?
Nah. I don't like the Bronco Jets.
Who did that?
I'm picking Vikings all day
In this
over
one?
Green Bay.
Okay. Next one.
No.
Yeah, don't force it.
Yeah. Don't force it.
No. You scared me away from that one. Honestly, you scared me away from that one.
I'm glad I did.
Two different cats playing here.
Yeah, you see, originally
Who would win in a fight?
I would have picked the Bengals over the Panthers, but
They're favored by 4 points. They're 0-3. The Panthers just had a huge win this last week. They finally changed their quarterback, and now they're looking functional.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is a sketchy one.
Yeah. Let me.
If I were gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
I want to skip it. So you could say what
Rams,
you were going to
Bears.
say.
I was gonna say if I would bet anything here, I think I would bet the Panthers +4. I
Really?
hope that's what I did last night.
I believe you did.
Nice. Jaguars, Texans 6.5.
Houston's good, man. Right?
Yeah, but didn't they just get mollywopped?
They got beat down by the Vikings, but the Vikings are very good.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. And the Jags are just poopy dupes.
The Jags might be the worst team in the NFL.
Really?
One of them. I mean, the Patriots are pretty bad.
Yeah, so they got to beat them by a touchdown. which is doable for sure.
Houston has to win by a touchdown.
Correct.
Yeah, they could do that.
So do you want to take the Saints off and put Houston, or keep the Saints? Because that was like the unsure one out of the four.
The Saints over the Falcons.
These are
Keep
the
the
two.
Saints.
Keep the Saints. You like the Saints more than the Texans bet?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I add the Texans and make it 5?
No. See, he's trying to kill you. He's trying to kill you.
I'm killing myself. All right, so with that
What does chat think about my my stupidness?
no,
I don't think the chat is. I don't think there is a chat.
Oh, okay.
4-pick parlay is a plus 1277. $5 hair bet
Wow.
will pay
Like $100.
68.89.
No. Okay.
Bet is placed, fam.
Nice. Good luck, Chris.
Good luck.
I'm sorry if it doesn't work.
Don't be sorry. You don't say. There's nothing to say sorry about. I love the gamble. I love it.
I love gambling too, but I gamble in a different way. I like slots.
That's not gambling.
Slots?
No,
Why is it not gambling?
that's throwing your money away.
But so is that.
Mm,
It's the same thing.
That's not the same.
Same
thing.
difference.
No, it is not.
It's
Nowhere
definitely a
near
shift
the
make.
same
It's a
difference.
shift make.
It's you're getting you're making bets off.
I'm
of
getting the
information.
instant gratification.
Yeah, you're just shooting straws or whatever.
I would like to start playing.
Texas Hold'em.
I do not understand the game of poker
How do you
at
not?
all.
How do you not?
I don't understand it.
You don't know what beats what?
Nope.
Do you know what are
When I play
things?
blackjack, the rare occasions that I do play blackjack,
blackjack's fun?
I'm nervous. I get anxiety. I never know what to do, and the dealer always helps me.
Oh,
like I'm like
you
special
gotta,
ed.
But, I mean, you could base it off of a lot of it's. What does the dealer do, right?
Well, the dealer has to do certain things.
Right. So that means you should almost relay sometimes, right? If the dealer always hits on 16, I mean, unless you're like, if you're,
You always hit on the same thing.
sometimes I don't. Depends on what the card's showing. If I have 16 and he's got a 5, you don't hit.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. But Texas
I like
Hold'em, bro,
the with the ball.
roulette.
Yeah.
The with the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to bet first and thirds, or the first third, second third, or third third. So
I
it's like,
want to do 19 through whatever it is and
Well, it's-
black.
yeah. So you're getting your 50% odd bet where I do the 33. So you win 3 times your money.
Boom.
Nice.
You know me. I can't just do the 2.
That's such a crackhead thing to do.
You're gonna do it.
Holy shit. Is he at a football stadium?
Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome, John Ortiz. John, Florida man, is with us. Hello, John. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, doing well.
What a guy.
What a guy. I was told that you are Mr. Pretty Boy Florida Man.
Yes, I am.
I dig it. You're a handsome fella. I'm actually a bit nervous. Wasn't expecting that.
We told
You weren't expecting him. You saw him in person.
they don't just give the name Pretty Boy to anybody.
No.
Chris. Not at all. So, to those who haven't met John yet, this is our friend John, the Florida man. He is here tonight to follow up. Last month he was here on our live stream and he talked to us. We were just discussing football, which I'm sure people are really enjoying very much. But
a lot. You'd be surprised. A lot
no,
do.
football
Yeah.
is actually pretty popular.
And I'm learning a lot. So
Football,
this is cool.
very hot right now. Very hot right now. So John, you're here tonight to sort of give us the little update. Let us know how things are going in the fantasy leagues and in just fantasy football in general.
Be nice to Anthony. He's fragile.
Gotcha. Well, I also wanted to kind of invite a little bit of a recap of what's going on just simply in the NFL. So, number one, I want to talk about is football is fun when scoring happens. Does everybody agree with me on that?
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, sure.
I agree. So scoring's down. So I just want to read out this statistic real quick. Is NFL teams are currently averaging only 21.4 points per game. That is the 5th straight year the scoring average has decreased, and the lowest points per game since 2006. So with that just being said, scoring's down. Like, is there a solution to this at all?
They got to do better.
Well,
They got
Two high safeties.
no, it's not the. I think it's the preparation. Like in the preseason, the teams, the players don't actually play, and in the preseason, the training camp, they don't actually train. They're just like out there doing the stuff, going through the motions,
Yeah, it's
and
more
they're
for the
the
practice
first
squad
few
guys.
weeks of the regular season have become the time that the players play themselves into shape and the offenses get themselves going. There is something philosophically, though, as far as how the defenses are playing against the offenses, where the offenses are not, throwing the ball deep as much as they used to. But I think it's a combination of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I actually want to second that, Dave. There was a statistic out about this. So there's a defense for everybody out there that's watching is cover two. So basically, it means that there's two guys kind of in the backfield, and at the time, 60% in week one played the cover two versus just 5 years ago, 38.4%. So right now, that two high safety, we were joking in our group chat about like this guy Mel Kiper saying it should be illegal and blah 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 blah, and like people are making fun of him and blah 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 blah. But let me ask you this: like, do you think eventually this is just the nature of sports and just the nature of how just it is?
Yeah,
No.
things adapt.
Well,
change.
I agree with that things will change, but I don't think that we're gonna just not see scoring in football anymore because you can just throw over the two high safeties. Like that's
No,
what
right,
that's what the Saints were doing in the first 2 weeks. That's what like teams who have been successful. But you need to be able to protect your quarterback, and the
Long
pass
enough for
rushers.
that.
The pass rushers have gotten so good that that's what's really a big part of the problem is that the pass rushers have gotten better than the offensive linemen have gotten. So they're going to have to address it by training up and coaching up these offensive linemen to just be better so that the NFL can have better offensive lines. And if your line can hold up to give your quarterback that extra 1 second that it would take for the receiver to get past the safeties and him to uncork a pass, you'll start to see the passes start to go over the safeties again, and we'll start to see those explosive plays. But I think it starts in the trenches. That's my opinion.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have the linemen going against linemen. Plus, now if you're blitzing, you got corners coming or linebackers coming, extra players that are overpowering the amount of people you have on the line. You're gonna get to that guy too fast.
And in the skill level has declined. I mean, look at the Chicago Bears offensive line. It's just like every week a new picture comes out of these guys just like missing blocks completely. Just they snap the ball and they just like stand up and the defender just runs right past them, or they just snap the ball and they fall down and the defender runs right past them.
But
it's just a
just
joke.
like that with the two high safeties, they were adjusting to defend the pass, and now they have to adjust and fix that as well. The pass rusher. What can we do? Fullbacks, tight ends. A lot of people were grabbing multiple tight ends now for more blocking, things like that.
Metis says, Demon Metis, hey, what's up, man?
What's up, bro?
He says that he thinks that they will change the rules. I don't agree.
I was just going to say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was just going to say, coming from somebody that knows fuck all about football, knowing that there's different rules this year, do you think that plays a role in it? Like, this kickoff thing is dumb as hell.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it's bad.
I agree.
Yeah,
Everyone's afraid to play hard like they used to.
Well, no, that's the problem is the injury concerns. If you're going to get a guy injured, you want him to get injured on a real football play, not a special teams play. And those special teams plays happen to have the biggest high-speed collisions of any football play
Okay.
because the guys are running a greater distance before colliding.
Mhm.
So they're full fucking 40-yard sprint smashing into each other. That's where the biggest collisions were happening. But so I can understand them trying to take that away, but what they've done is not working. It's not it. They need to
I don't think
figure out a way to make the kickers stop kicking the ball out of the back of the end zone because 30 yards obviously isn't enough.
Right.
They need to give the ball at like the 50 or something.
They
if you
keep
kick it out of the back of
adjusting,
the
but
end
I
zone.
don't think you can. You can't take away somebody playing a defensive scheme.
Well, you could. Baseball did it.
Did they?
Baseball banned the shift.
Oh,
Yes, they
speaking
did.
of baseball, they're talking about the whole like wanting to change the rule for walking over there. So it's like another thing. It's like, is it better for intentional walking? Is it better for the sport to do so? Like I don't know. You know what I mean?
Sometimes Metis referenced the NBA, which I think is I think is a little bit different because that's rest days and that's a different kind of thing because guys were just taking nights off when they didn't need to be taking nights off. This is like, although maybe they did make defensive rule adjustments as well that I don't know about. I'm not as up on NBA as NFL, but yeah, technically you could say you are not allowed to have more than X number of defensive backs or players in Y zone between the hashes, for example.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or something like that, where in the defensive, settings, you're only allowed to have X, Y, Z, but they'll line guys up right outside the hash.
Right,
And
right.
You know what I mean? Like, any way you slice it, they're just going to figure out a way to go around it because that's what scheming is in the NFL. It's figuring out what the rules are and like bending them as far as they'll bend to get that edge. And so even if they were to try and change some legislation, I don't think it's going to change the defenses quite as much. The offenses just have to, like I said, all you need is that extra split second or 1 second to get the ball down the field, and too high coverage is not a concern anymore, and big touchdowns are happening again. But it's about the protection of the quarterbacks and the defensive rushers. The pass rushers are just too good right now. I guess.
Preach, King.
Thank you. That's
Let's
my
go.
That's my TED talk.
All right, so we're gonna kind of segue because you mentioned a little bit about injuries. So another thing that's plaguing the NFL and fun is injuries, like injuries across the board. Like, let's talk about the one that obviously people know is the biggest one is Tua's concussion. So
Chris, do
I'm
you know
gonna
about
leave
this?
this up to Chris.
I saw that. That was
Yes.
nuts, dude.
Yeah, he went to sleep.
He tried to
Yeah, what are your
walk
thoughts
back
on
to
that?
the line. He tried walking back to the huddle. They're like, "Nah, mate, you're coming with us."
Now, do you know the history?
He's been cracked a few times, right?
And there was one time, the first time he got hit, he got whipped to the ground and his head hit the back of his head hit the ground. And his bell was rung. He struggled to get up. And then as he was walking back to the huddle, he just kind of started to collapse. And his lineman had to catch him from falling down.
Mm-hmm.
The second time he got whipped again down to the ground and the back of his head whipped and hit the ground. And his arms went into what's called a fencing position, where you don't actually have control
Yeah,
over
you're
what
locked
you're
up.
and it was very grotesque to look at, very jarring to
See that a lot in fighting. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so that was a major thing, and he was out for a while after that. So he didn't get hurt last season. He didn't get any concussions. He played the full season healthy. Then this season, this happened. You figure, he's out of the woods, and then this season happens again, and he goes into the fencing position again. Then this was the time he impacted. He was running head first into a guy. He hit the guy with his head, and it bent his head and neck back, and that's what created the concussion this time. So it was impact, but it wasn't as big of a bad
It wasn't as
hit.
brutal.
It wasn't as brutal as his head whipping and hitting
It was just
the
the perfect-
ground. It was the bending of his brain stem, I think, or whatever, and it caused it again. So what else? What do you have on this before I go any further, John?
No, I just wanted to talk just generally about injuries, and it's been messing up fantasy football. It's not fun for the NFL. But I just wanted to talk about the concussions because it's just a topic that we talk about every single year. I mean, what are we doing about protecting the players and sports medicine, doing what's best for the athlete instead of what's best for the sport? So I don't know. I'm a little frustrated by the whole.
I have a theory about the helmets. Why the helmets aren't why wouldn't the helmets be soft? Why wouldn't they be soft?
Why aren't everybody opting to wear the other thing?
Well, that's because it's probably heavy, clunky, clumsy, uncomfortable, and it doesn't look good. And that's the biggest thing is that it doesn't look good.
Oh, that thing that goes
The
over
Guardian
it that
cap.
they
It's
wear.
called a Guardian cap. Yeah.
They wear
And-
in training camp, right?
Right. But why is a helmet hard plastic like that? Why wouldn't the outside of the helmets be soft? And the reason is because of the sound that they make when they clack together.
Get out.
People
yeah,
people like to
100%.
hear that sound.
What
The
do you-
people popping of the pads.
That's an old school thing
Yeah.
that people loved back in the day, and it's something that like fans love.
Oh,
When you
the
hear-
second you hear that, you hear everybody go, "Oh!"
Right. When you hear the talk about the popping of the pads, it's those helmets clicking together. That's what's
Yeah.
making the noise for the most part. It's not your shoulder pads flapping And so they don't want to take that out of the game of football. And so for that reason, helmets haven't gone soft, which they should be soft.
But you think with technology, and understand these are gigantic humans, but the technology that they have today, that they could come up with some kind of helmet that's still comfortable but will protect you like 100%.
That's the thing. Sports science should have figured out a better helmet by now. But they want
There is.
There's money
Like
behind
there
it. though.
is, like most definitely, sports medicine is a multi-bill, almost $1 trillion business in the world. You're There has to be some type of device that was already created. The NFL just doesn't want to accept it.
Right. That's I believe that might
Oh,
be
yeah.
might probably be true.
It's
yeah.
gonna. It's all about the money.
So they're just going to keep changing the rules to try to make it their way without having to like put real player safety
Yeah.
first.
whatever's cheaper.
Yeah.
Whatever's cheaper and gonna produce the
path of
most
least
dollar
resistance,
bills,
really.
y'all.
Yeah.
That sucks. They have so much money, man.
Look how much money the cap increased over 1 year for these players. It was like 30 million or something, or 40 million.
Yeah. The numbers they're working with are silly, but
Yeah.
for some reason, there's these certain things that are pretty obvious to me, anyway, to some of us, that just aren't being done.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know that we talked about Tua, but Anthony, Dave, I'm going to leave kind of the floor for you. What
Oh.
are some significant injuries that, whether that's fantasy or real life, that you're like, wow, these are a lot of injuries that kind of screwed us up?
You want to take this one, Anthony?
Do you mean like seeing one that was like, oh my god?
No, I'm
Because
talking
I was gonna
about
say
like
the Nick
something
Chubb
that's, like,
one.
something that simply comes to mind. Like for me, it would be like CMC, the injury,
Of course it
and
would,
what's
'cause he's on
going
your
on
team.
in Germany. I got a chance to kind of get a little more research on the place that he went to in Germany, and it's actually to treat. They specialize in, I guess, arthritis, and they use your blood cells basically to try to, speed up the recovery process of whatever's going on with like CMC's like tendon and like calf. So I did a little more homework on that and kind of the sports behind it, and I learned that Kobe Bryant went there after his, him popping his Achilles and stuff. So,
Do you know what they
um,
actually do there? It's
like
stem cell
my
treatment.
wife had to explain this to me because I
It's
read the article and I'm like a moron when it comes to medical field. But basically, she said that like it's a research specialist that they basically take your red or white blood cells or something like that, and they're able
stem cells,
to
John.
like
Stem cells.
stem cells, something like that. But they specialize it. They specialize in it.
Well, here's the
Um,
thing. Here's what it comes down to. There are stem cell treatments you can get in the United States, but if you go to Germany to get the stem cell treatments, they can give you a stronger dose, a higher
Same
thing.
with Colombia.
Right.
Yeah.
You can go there and you can get like a more serious, higher dose of stem cells or whatever.
Yeah.
The more.
Gotcha.
So that's
So
why.
more effective.
really, what they
Yeah.
have is in the back room. They have Mr. Miyagi there, and they're
Yeah. No, it's definitely stem cells. But yeah, that's the way it goes down. That's why they have to go to Germany for it, because they can get a bigger dose there than they'll allow in the United States, and it usually is pretty effective. That's what
Gotcha.
yeah.
I mean.
The United States doesn't
as-
want to help its people.
As John mentioned, Kobe Bryant,
Don't get me
obviously
started.
got the surgery or the treatment,
Right,
and
look
it
at him.
worked pretty well for him. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
John, I love where
So
you are
then-
right now. Sorry.
Oh,
Hold on a second.
Uh,
So you
well-
have more on this one, or you have another subject?
no, I have another subject.
Okay, give me a second here, because we have Midas in the chat just losing his absolute mind.
I love Midas. He's a
He's-
sports nerd too.
Yeah, so he's
All right.
he's
I also can't see none of you guys, by the way.
you can't see any of us.
No, like I only see myself.
Oh, because
That-
I made you full screen. Sorry,
Yeah, that must be.
that's because that's the way that
pretty
that I
conceit.
have it on the
It's fine.
restream.
I don't have to. It's just
He
weird.
definitely doesn't want to
myself.
see me.
Yeah, sorry, man. The streaming device that I'm using, if we had used Zoom, it would have been different. But
We're nothing to look at. You're
It's
not
okay.
missing
It's
anything.
totally fine.
I have no pants on.
yeah. So Midas thinks they should go back to leather helmets, because he's
I was going to say that.
he's questioning, I guess, technique, because his thing is that guys are getting more concussions than ever because
I
their
back it.
technique is bad, I think.
yeah, you just lead with your head. It's protected.
Well, yeah, you're using your helmet as a weapon, which is
Right.
the exact opposite of what they tell you to do. 10 or 15-year-old technology only does so much. It still has recovery time. Some players, team doctors push through.
I agree.
He's talking about the stem cell treatment, I guess. It's that it's not
Oh, gotcha.
necessarily a new technology, but yeah,
It seems to be more mainstream nowadays.
the dosages are a lot higher in Germany, so that's
Yeah.
why he's going over there for the good juice. What else you got, John?
All right. So surprises in the NFL. Which three of these 3-0 teams are you more impressed by? the Seahawks, Vikings, or Steelers?
I know my answer.
The Vikings.
I agree. It's the Vikings. They have a backup quarterback who has been tried and tossed away by like 3 or 4 different teams in the NFL.
Really?
He's in
Mhm.
like his 6th or 7th year, and they have a coach who's brilliant. He's a brilliant offensive mind, and he's a great play caller, and he's a great quarterback coach. And so he's getting the absolute highest and best out of this quarterback, Sam Darnold. And the defensive side of the ball has this incredibly brilliant defensive mind, Brian Flores, who got a raw deal when he was a head coach. And so they're just crushing it right now. They're such an easy team to root for.
Do you
That's my
think
opinion.
this is a flash in the pan, or do you think this is a team that you should really not sleep on this season?
I think the defense is for real.
Mhm.
And it's just a question of right now, if you've been watching football for Sam Darnold's entire career, then you're just there's at least some part of you that's waiting for it to all go wrong, like for everything to fall apart, just based on his history. But he's playing the absolute best he's ever played before, and he's in the perfect system for himself.
Mhm.
He went to San Francisco for a year and sat as a backup and learned the system, and then he went to a guy who's a like offshoot. You know, he used to work with San Francisco, and now he's running a different but similar type of offense. So he's now just kind of like in that offense that he fully understands, and he's really making it operate well.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it
very
shows you
easy
how
to root
much
for.
the coaching staff and schemes really factor to the game.
I'm not
it
going to pay
matters.
attention to them, because if I start watching them, I'm going to curse them. So,
Okay.
I
Well,
said,
that's
don't watch the
remember
Giants.
last year it was the Vikings. And that was a different quarterback at that time, but the Vikings was that game that we were here together watching, and I got what I needed.
Jordan
needed from
Addison,
Jordan Addison.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's right. I do remember that. We had fun last football season.
You sure did.
We're
We're
having
gonna have
fun
fun
now.
again.
Yeah, yeah.
So what else you got, John?
All right. Are you more concerned about the 1-2 Ravens or the 1-2 49ers?
Ravens.
I'm more concerned about the Niners,
I'm more concerned about the Ravens. Why Niners?
health wise.
Okay. But I think all those guys are going to get healthy because every team gets injuries. It's just unfortunate that they got like all their key guys got injured at the same
It's all.
time.
I mean, McCaffrey, Kittle now again, which is pretty usual. Debo.
Right, but Kittle
other
and Debo
players.
will be back. They're not.
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey's the question mark, but I'm more concerned with the Ravens because they don't have anybody. They're not. Who's coming back from injury to help them out? Nobody. Nobody.
I think they have the. I think they're going to turn it around. The Jellies.
49ers are cooked. Demon Media says the
We're worried about
injuries.
them.
They're in the oven. The injuries have them certainly in the oven, but I don't know if they're necessarily.
And Purdy
cooked.
got a little banged up too.
Yeah, something in the
So I'm
water.
a little
out
more
there.
concerned about them.
I'll tell you what's in the water over there, but I don't want to get us canceled.
Yeah,
No,
don't.
do it.
Don't.
Tartar sauce.
I'm telling you.
What about you, John? Which one are you more concerned with?
I'm gonna be more concerned about the Ravens. Like the Ravens had
I had a
games
50-50
like
shot
in-
and I picked right.
You didn't
Yeah.
pick right.
I'm just gonna say the Ravens because they're a team that could win the whole thing, and they just can't close out games. It's not because they're not talented. It's not because they're not a good team. They simply in close games don't know how to like shut the door and win a game. Like that's my biggest concern, and it's becoming a reoccurring issue. And is this going to define Lamar Jackson's career? Is super talented, great in the regular season, gets to the AFC Championship, and never wins a Super Bowl. Just super talented, never gets to a Super Bowl.
They need to give him more players. I don't think he has enough talent around him. I think he needs like one or two more receivers, like a true alpha wide receiver. They need to get one of those, and then maybe even a wide receiver too, so Zay Flowers can just play the slot.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
They need more playmakers on that team. He can't just do it all himself. That's not fair.
I agree.
It's not fair.
Oh,
I
Derrick
miss Ray
Henry was a
Lewis.
nice help.
I said I miss Ray Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
amazing.
Those were the days.
Shout
you know
out,
who I miss?
shout
is
out Polk
Ed,
County.
He was
Ed
an
Reed.
Did you
animal.
know that Ray Lewis is from Polk County, Florida?
Oh, nice.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Shout
yes.
out. I know
Shout out.
he was a monster.
Yeah, on and off the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else you got, John?
All right, so now we're gonna go into fantasy football. So,
Ooh, talk dirty to me.
so Chris, I just want to let you know we're in 3 leagues. All
Mhm.
me, Anthony, and Dave are in 3 leagues because we're insane. So our first league is our record keeping league, the one that we've been for running for a very long time. It's a
12
redraft.
years. 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 years.
The fact that
So
you
this
guys
is
remained friends for 12 years, that's huge.
Oh,
That's
you know.
awesome.
If there was no football,
no friends.
no friends.
Nah, that's not true. That's not true.
But yeah, it's a redraft keeper league. So basically, you redraft most of your players, and then you get one keeper. It's the if you draft after the 8th round or more, you get a chance to keep that player like a free agent or whatever.
Mhm.
Then this year, which I'm the most excited about out of the bunch, is the Laces Out Fantasy League, which is a dynasty league.
Oh yeah.
The cool thing about this, Chris, is you draft your team and like you are like managing your team, like that is your team for forever.
Forever.
That's
And
crazy.
You draft longer,
It's
but that's your
so
team
fun.
forever.
Like
And you just
Yeah,
draft
like
rookies
Sandlot.
Every year.
when the rookies come into the NFL. That's who we pick from each year, and that's how you add to your
Really?
team.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's a great I'm having fun in the league. Even
Me
though I
too.
suck right now.
Are you guys able to trade between you guys?
Oh, we already
okay,
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We trade. We have a problem with trading.
No, I wouldn't say we have a problem. We just
No.
do
But
it.
how
We
do
do it.
you-
It's not a problem.
But how do you? But how do you decide? Like, what if you have like 4 monsters? He's got a bunch of monsters, but like, you don't want to trade those guys, right? Or do you trade some of
Sometimes
those?
It depends on what you need. If you have like 3 monster running backs and you're lacking at receiver, then you might try to trade one of your monster running backs for a monster receiver.
But this guy could be a dick and be like, "Give me 2 for 1."
Yeah, people can do that.
Trust me,
And
yeah,
some
but-
people do things like that. where
Dirty.
You'll offer them a fair trade, and then they'll like counter offer you, and it'll be like all your best players for their worst players. Classic stuff. Classic
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep,
Oh, I love it.
So what do we got
Uh,
going on in the first league is called the Always Sunday Football League.
Yes.
John, give us the Always Sunday update.
All right. So
After 1 month.
currently right now, I'm actually gonna hand the floor to each of you about your own team
Oh boy.
in the Always Sunday League. So I'm gonna start off with Anthony because I haven't heard Anthony much.
You haven't heard me
Anthony,
much
what
yet?
is your record and what is your overall feelings about the season?
About my season?
Yes.
So what's your record first, and then
My record is
Tell me about your
my
team.
record is 1-2, which is not great, but not bad.
Right in the
Still
middle.
early.
Right in the middle.
I love my team. I just don't love that they're all not participating right now. They're a few of them are dead temporarily. I have, for those out there, I have AJ Brown, Cooper Kupp, Joe Mixon, and then Laporta is my tight end, and he got a little banged up this weekend too. And we have 5 bench spots, no IR, which I like that, but you're holding these guys in your bench, so it's tight right now for me. It's tight.
Tiptoeing through the
Sweet.
landmines.
Right, yes. But I like I said, I think I drafted a fine team. The jellies were okay here.
Do you understand his jellies? I'm
Nobody
sorry.
understands
Okay,
the jellies.
never mind.
So I understand his jellies, but the jelly move that I'm going to talk about with Anthony is Sam Laporta. What's
What do
up
you
with the
mean?
jellies there?
The jellies were right when I used them.
What about now?
I'm
Oh,
talking about right now.
how
Anthony.
do the jellies feel about Sam Laporta now?
Oh,
Yes.
so
The
there's no
jellies,
for
the
you.
jellies.
You're over it.
No. I think a lot of it has to do with what Dave said before. It's a lot of the first few weeks of football have been preseason-ish. Lions were coming into this year being one of the highest scoring projected teams, and they're off to a very slow start. I don't know the extent of his injury, but I'm fine with it. I mean, like Goff's in a bunch of dome games this year. He generally plays very good in the dome. They just got off to a slow start. I'm fine.
Gotcha. All right,
Oh, look at that man.
Dave. Also Anthony, can you tell everybody what your team name is? Because I think the audience would like that as well, and like explain your thought process on naming your team back in the day.
Oh, well, it changed. I had the team name for a long time, and then I changed it to the Sizzler. Did you ever see White Man Can't Jump?
It's been forever, and I've actually been wanting to rewatch it because I remember it being good.
Well, luckily we have an amazing editor and creator as Dave, and he like sometimes people have the name and then like he just created like a logo for them because they don't have one. So it's the part in the beginning of the movie where he's getting hustled, and he's like, "We go in the Sizz."
Okay,
So that's where that's from. So the Sizzler for that.
Sizzler was the joint.
Yeah. We go in the Sizzler.
Nice. All right, Dave, you're up, man. What's your team name, your record, and what do you think about your team so far?
My team name is called Sweep the Leg.
That's epic. Epic. That's a great name.
And I feel pretty good about my team. I am doing multiple things at the same time, John, so you're going to have to bear with me here.
Yeah, you're good.
You want me to do your
I'm
team,
sorry.
Dave?
I just don't understand why I'm just having a problem. Like the video screen is behaving very weirdly, and I'm not really sure how to go about it. There we go. Now we're
Well, while he's doing that, Sweep the Leg. Do you know where that's from?
Yeah, of course. Danielson,
Okay.
sweep the leg.
Phenomenal.
Cobra
name.
Kai. Great show, by the way.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting a little out of hand. I understand the idea.
Yeah, I would say last season definitely was, but it's a nice to have a sequence of a classic movie for sure.
Yeah, and to be able to spin off and keep going.
Yeah, for real.
Dave's
So-
team.
I'm 2-1.
Anthony,
There you go. He's got it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm 2-1, and I lost my first game. I scored a lot of points, but I played against the only team in the league who scored more points than I did. It was just bad matchup luck.
It was me.
Right, and that's his team blew up in the first week, and then the last 2 weeks have not played great
Because their dad died.
because everybody's injured. Right, so
They are.
Fabulous.
my first game I lost again. Like I said, my team played really well. I would have beat every other team in the league except the one I was matched up against. Bad matchup luck. It happens.
Because that shit happened, cuz.
But I lost. I won the last 2 games. I scored the most points in the league last week. I am like second, I think, in the league in scoring right now. Maybe third,
You hear this?
second or third. And I'm 2-1. And like right now, I'm tied for first place in my division with 2 other 2-1 teams. And I play one of them head to head in this week's like key matchup for our league.
Okay.
So two of the best team, 2 of the better teams in the league as far as like points scored and record and stuff is concerned.
And available players.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky with injury. I lost. I mean, I've also had some injured players. I have my one guy, Ken Walker, who's been out for a couple weeks, and he might be out for longer. So I've been trying to navigate that I'd have to like pick up guys every week off the waiver wire and play them in my flex position. But I think I found somebody who can sit there for a while. So I feel pretty good about my team. I think that as long as they can stay healthy, I'll be in good shape.
Yeah, he really needs me also. He needs himself to win, and he needs me to beat the person I'm playing this week.
The villain.
So we could be sitting real nice.
Yeah, if I win, if I win, I'm in first place. There's no
Right, but it would
two
also
ways
be
about it. It
no.
would be also nice if the other because he's
Right.
playing the other 2-1 team. So if that guy lost and he was 2-2 and I was the only 3-1 team in our division,
Yeah.
that would be really nice.
So he's hoping for it.
What about you, John? What are we looking at?
Yeah.
All right. So
State your team name and your stats.
You saw it in his face. He didn't look too happy. He was like, "Oh shit, we have to do me." I thought this was just
I
everybody
wasn't
else.
letting that slide.
So my name is Pretty Boy Johnny in the actual league PBJ.
PBJ.
My bad.
PBJ.
So I'm 1-2. My team is in shambles. So I am the second lowest scoring team in the league. Not proud of. But my first round pick CMC is out. My 8th round pick was already out, and my team is just straight underperforming. I bet early in the season on Anthony Richardson and the Michael Pittman and just my wide receivers. I'm actually 12th in scoring and wide receiver in the league.
Oof.
Awful, garbage. But I am
There's 12
third in the
teams.
league.
There's 12 teams,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Yeah,
12
there's
out of 12.
teams. And I am third in ranking in running back. So I'm actually pretty shocked about that. But my quarterback is just not playing well. I just picked up Sam Darnold this week and just traded for CMC's backup. So hoping for a win this week. Obviously, I play Eddie this week, but I'm scoring maybe an average of like 108, 105 this year. Not what you want, especially after the year I had last year. Like, definitely needs something to happen.
Yeah, that's not good. What would you say, like a solid average, like a league average, like a 125, 130?
Scoring?
Yeah, like an average.
It's hard to say because I'm one of the highest scoring teams.
Here we go.
Whoa, humble brag.
So,
That,
well, I just have a different judge. It's hard for me to judge.
because
I
I only see
have-
high numbers.
Like my
Yeah,
judgment
yeah,
is a
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
off.
These peasants are below you.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Wait for
It's
him to
really hard
lose.
say. Oh no, I mean, look, I'm nowhere near guaranteed to even win this very next week. Like it's a very even matchup. So I'm just having a little fun.
Yeah, so we're all
2-1, baby.
Yeah, 2-1. He's 1-2 in shambles. I'm 1-2, not feeling in shambles, but like my team has shingles or something. You know?
You guys are like, once your guys come back from injury, you'll be in really good shape. Once my guy comes back from injury, my team will be quite good. I feel.
We play
not
each other
me.
again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wants to. See, we're gonna see each other. What just fell out of your pants?
A weed
What?
pen.
Oh,
A weed pen.
did you know that was in there?
I didn't.
Because I know he didn't. Because he's like, I don't have. Before he's like, I didn't have any weed with me.
Yeah.
And here's your weed pen.
Fire it up.
John, let's talk Laces Out fantasy football. Now, Laces Out is our dynasty league. Again, you draft it, and then you just manage it forever, and you do the best you can. John, break it down.
All right.
Oh, wait.
So first,
Pop through.
I want to get everybody's
Has
just
it.
natural reaction to how they feel about just doing Dynasty in general. Like, I feel like there's more hype about doing this than we did about like our league, like the league we've been in for 12 years. So
harder than I do.
feel really excited about it, man. So, but Anthony, I'm actually gonna go real quick to you. Like, what were your just thoughts about how long the draft would take? So, actually, let's talk about the annoying part about this. What did it take us? Like 8 days to draft?
8 days.
8
8 days.
I did it.
Chris,
I didn't.
Are you dedicated to draft 8 days in a row?
No, it
Well,
sounds like
I mean,
school.
I mean, like it sounds worse than what it really is.
You
Like,
have the app on your phone, and you'll get a notification when it's your turn, and then
Oh.
you have 4 hours to make a pick.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
What is there a reason they drag it on that long, or is it just
Well,
that's how long it?
You
because
can-
it's a.
Because it's a dynasty draft, so you have to draft a lot of players, and
You
you kind of
really
have
think
to
about it.
really, you do want to think about it a little bit. But also, we had guys from all over the country, so different time zones.
Okay.
So you might be asleep or getting up or whatever the case may be, and you might not, realize until a little while later.
Right.
So it's just a matter of safety as far as giving people the opportunity to make their picks.
So they don't time out, even though they did.
What happens if you
that
time
did-
out? Do you
It
just
picks
automatic-
it automatically
auto-pick.
picks the best player available. And it doesn't
So
and
then
it
why
doesn't
wouldn't
factor
you-
in what you have
So why wouldn't you want
Right?
to
I
just
don't-
time out if it picks you the best player?
because
Change what he said. It picks you the top player who's right at the top of the list at that time.
Oh, okay.
Might not be the best
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
It's whoever's at the top of the list remaining
ranking
in
wise,
the rank, right? Because you have to list the players somehow. So you get whoever's next on the list.
Gotcha.
So it's not necessarily the best player. Like you might
But
get a guy who's been on the
that's
list,
the
he's
perception
sitting
of
there
it.
on the list because he doesn't get picked because he's been injured,
Got it.
and then you get a guy who's
right,
injured.
but the perception of is the best available choice
Well,
is at the top.
Theoretically,
Right.
right? But that's not the
No,
way you
and
explained it is different than what
We
it
were
actually
in
is.
we were in the next league we'll be talking about. It happened to this dude at a horrible scenario, and that's what could happen.
Who did he get? Do you remember?
Are we in this league?
In Laces Out.
No, that I don't remember.
What league? Oh, are you talking about
The two
beer league?
quarterback, back to back quarterback one.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
No. There was a couple that happened in this.
Yeah.
Couple timeouts. But I love the dynasty. It's all year long now, right? When we were doing redraft, it was kind of, the summer to January. Now it's all year long.
Yep.
We could sit. I could be sitting here. It's the rookie draft happens. We have to do the rookie draft. We could be right after the Super Bowl. I could be like, you know what? I don't even want who wants my first round pick? Let me trade out. What do you want? What do you want? Mine. It's on the so it's all year. So it's really exciting for people who love fantasy
Is there
football.
a purse involved?
Oh yeah, good purse, nice purse,
Okay.
nice purse.
There's
There's a purse.
There's always a purse.
We'll
There's a nice
chat it.
purse.
Listen, the purse is all over the place in different ways, but there's always a purse.
Okay.
This purse, good purse.
This purse brought to you by
I wish you the
purses.
best of luck.
Thank you.
I hope you
Thank
guys
you.
prevail.
And because of the dynasty, you had to pay for the first 2 years. You got to pay up front 2 years.
Ooh.
And then
okay.
every year that you pay now is for the following year out in front.
Makes
so you're always
sense.
paid up for 2 years. That way you're still locked in.
Right,
because
so somebody
you're
could just
supposed
not fuck you. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you don't want to have people abandoning teams. It's always
Right.
tougher to get somebody to take over a team that's already been drafted and it sucks than it is to start up a new team.
Mm.
So like once you have the league, you want to keep the players for as long as possible.
Right, and if you're already paid for next year, and you're like, you know what, I was gonna shit the bed. You can't. You're gonna you're giving away,
The purse,
the purse.
the VIG, you're giving away the VIG.
Got to
the
pay Vig.
So yeah.
Yeah, you can't give away the VIG.
Right.
Vig gets 8%.
So John laces out.
Go for it.
All right, so I'll go for it. So my team name is the Florida Man, as I'm in Florida right now, and
Lucky son of a
I'll be
bitch.
at, and I'm also gonna be at this stadium behind me on Saturday.
What do you mean you're there right now?
Yeah, I
John?
was just gonna say you're there. There's that
Yeah,
big
I'm there.
that big
I'm like-
horn is
I'm
gonna
there.
hit you.
You
Yeah,
see that
from-
trumpet? That's
From
not a
the
trumpet.
bandstand.
I'm gonna send you a text message like on Saturday, like me in there.
Nice.
Like,
John, you have to go to the exact spot of the stadium that you're
That would
yeah,
right
be
I'm
now.
gonna go
funny.
exactly right there and take a picture for sure.
I would shit
And
my
I'm gonna
pants.
be right behind the band
That'd be
because I
great.
have three of my students and in the band actually, technically.
Oh, get them to get you that picture spot right there, and that'd be awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty.
Well,
easy.
wait,
Anyway,
get
so-
into it. Go ahead.
All right, so I am also 1-2 in this league as well. I had significant injuries to my team. I've had my first round pick Puka Nacua down, Isaiah Pacheco hurt, and Jordan Love hurt in the first week. Just
Yeah.
just
No good.
garbage, hot
Yep.
garbage.
So what's your outlook? What's your outlook for the rest of the season? Are you a buyer or a seller?
Well, I'm looking to get I'm trying to be competitive right now, but it's not looking good. Like your boys, barely averaging 100 points. So
You did
Um,
trade away a major piece for some future draft pick, right?
I did, and I also watch college football, so I also feel like I plan ahead. So I like some of the guys coming out of next year's draft, and that's why I watch college, so I can analyze is this player going to be good in the NFL and things of that sort, and then all right, what's the situation looking like for that player? So
John's our college guy.
John Kuiper Jr.
I have better hair than him.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. At this right now,
Can
yeah,
you
that's
show
true.
Chris what Mel Kiper looks like?
No,
I'll show him.
yeah. Well, wait, no, Anthony, you have to tell us about your team.
Oh, Dave, real quick, can you just elaborate on Laces Out and what Laces Out is in the divisions?
Laces Out is the name of the league, and you know what that's named after, right?
What's that
From-
named after?
East Ventura.
Okay,
you
I'm just
go.
double checking.
So the
Nice.
one division is called the Finkel division, and the other division is the
Einhorn?
Einhorn division.
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Come on.
it's good stuff.
Good stuff.
And my team name is the Red Knights. Red Knight going down, 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 down. Red Knight going down. Do you remember what that's from?
No.
Oh my goodness, do you remember what that's from?
No.
Does anybody remember? Blue Knight rules. Red Knight sucks.
Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah,
going
yeah.
down, Red Knight.
Yeah.
You're down, down, down. Red Knight's going down,
I've seen the clip. I
down,
haven't seen the
down,
movie.
down. Do you know what movie it is?
No, I've seen a clip. I've never seen the whole movie.
It's the Cable Guy.
Okay.
Cable Guy with Jim Carrey.
I haven't
no?
seen that since
Stop.
the 90s.
Yeah,
Yo,
for
you
so
got-
long.
Nice.
That might be my favorite Jim Carrey movie. It's
Really?
incredible. It's so good.
He's a psychopath in that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
With the weird lisp.
And Ben Stiller, oh, no, I'm sorry, not Ben Stiller. What's his name? Matthew Broderick
Yes.
is great in it. There's a couple other like cameos. Jack Black is in it.
Oh my
Um,
God, that's right.
Yeah.
Jack Black.
Yes.
That's funny. I'm sorry.
Show Chris what Mel Kiper looks like.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
That's why he started laughing.
the handsome fella.
So in the Laces Out league, my team name is Shady Acres,
Okay.
and that is the crazy place where he went. You remember for Halloween I dressed like that?
Yep.
That's actually my profile picture for the league, for the logo, because Shady Acres is that name of the place that he went.
Mhm.
I'm currently 3-0. Holla at your boy.
Holla.
I'm feeling really good about my team. I have I have an injury here or there, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
I'm feeling you're looking at a playoff team for sure.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. Playoff guaranteed. I think that's fair to say. Fair to
And
say.
3-0, yeah.
He's 3-0 and he does have a pretty solid roster. And there's a couple of teams that have already declared themselves as sellers. So, that kind of thins the competition just a little bit. They're voluntarily taking maybe a little bit of a weakness on their team or a weaker player on their team in order to get a future draft pick. And so their team, they might not. By the end of the season, there might be some pretty good teams and some pretty shitty teams,
And then they replace and replenish New Year.
Yeah. So my team is called the Red Knights, as I mentioned. And I know that that's reversed because he was rooting for the Blue Knights, but I just think it's funnier. I like Red Knights because I
Oh
have
my God, that's right. They went to medieval times.
yeah. I have a team that's red, a team that's called Blue Steel, and it's Zoolander's face as the logo, and then I have a team called Yellow. So I just made them after colors because I'm like a child. My team is like in the middle. I'm 2-1. My team is like right in the middle.
Okay.
It's like I could go for it and try to like make some moves and make the playoffs this year and like trade picks and stuff like that, or I could wait a couple weeks, see what happens, and then start selling off my valuable pieces or some older valuable pieces to get some future picks. Like I'm in that middle range where like it could really go either way.
Sick.
Yeah. So I have to see.
That's you got to also remember, like a person's like once you have your Christian McCaffrey who's 31, or Mike Evans, your guys that are older. Like when they are gone, they are gone. You know what I mean? The age is a huge factor and it plays in a lot of part.
Yeah. So like if I end up losing my next couple games and I'm 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, then I'm gonna probably try to trade off like my oldest running back and my oldest receiver to a team that's competing because they're still good right now, but I will get a future pick.
Who has Aaron Rodgers? Any of you guys?
Not any of us. No.
Would that have been a bad move?
No, it's a dynasty. You're drafting multiple quarterbacks.
Everybody pretty much gets drafted. That's the other difference. Like in a regular redraft, the first league we talked about, there's guys that are just like free agents.
And I would bring that up because you just said something about age.
Yeah.
He's an older guy.
He got drafted.
As far as football,
He got
right?
drafted later in the draft than he would in a regular draft because of his age. That pushed him down. Like I got a couple guys. I think I even have. Wait, do I have?
You have Derrick Henry because you got him at a great value.
I got him really late because he's very old, but he's like an awesome running back. And I have Mike Evans, and then I also have Travis Kelce actually. But
you got young tight ends though. I remember you got like the Senator and Theo.
Yeah.
I remember.
Theo blocking his ass off. Theo's blocking his ass off. He ain't doing much of this.
No, but he has potential to do so, I believe.
Yeah. Hopefully.
All right.
The jellies aren't there though for that one. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Jellies are not there. All right. So to kind of wrap this up about football. So Chris,
Yes.
based on what you've heard about the NFL, what are your predictions of what to happen in the NFL in the next month? Or in fantasy, or like me, am I gonna have a winning record? Or...
that's pretty broad.
Yeah, talk about my team and what do you think is gonna happen for me?
I don't.
You gotta give him more. You can't, bold take, random, anything.
Okay, I have a question for you, Chris.
Do the Ravens keep losing?
How many rushing touchdowns will be the highest amount of rushing touchdowns this season? Like some guy is going to score the most rushing touchdowns in the league. How many touchdowns will he have?
Give him the most last year. What was it, like 23?
23, I think. Something like that.
22, 23, yeah.
I'm going to say this right now.
Ooh.
Saquon Barkley, the
You
end
don't
of
have
the
to say.
year,
Okay, fair
is
enough.
going to have 26.
Wow, his number. 26
right.
touchdowns for
I like
Saquon
that.
Barkley.
I mean, that could
Interesting.
be
That's a
passing
good
and
one,
rushing.
Chris.
There you go.
Total.
All right.
I like that.
Okay, how about receiving touchdowns?
I don't know what the last year was for that.
Is that in the same number range in the
No,
20s?
it's less. It's
Oh,
less.
it's
than
less.
that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably more like
So
15.
so more people run the ball in than throw it.
Well, because when you get down to like the close to the goal
Yeah, I
line,
guess
you
you're
just
right.
run it in.
You're right. Somebody's gonna get 16.
Okay, that's reasonable.
that.
That's a fair number to say.
That is. I hope it's somebody that I have.
And I didn't
Especially-
even really feel good about that because I wanted to say 14, but that's too low, right?
Not
No.
necessarily.
No,
That's actually-
it's in the window. It's inside the
Yeah.
window.
I said 16 first. Let's stick with 16.
Stick with it. Yeah. You don't buy the lottery ticket and then like
Yeah.
not take it. You know.
Yeah, I don't return. Can I exchange this for the next one?
Yeah.
Metis says 17 or 18 because of injuries. No one with 20. I think that's what he's talking about, rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
So he's going under 20 for rushing touchdowns.
But he knows that I know nothing about.
Well,
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're going to predict 26 rushing touchdowns, because like 23, I think was from Mostert last year was the most, and
Yep.
that was like a big deal. It wasn't just like nothing, you know. So 26 would be a huge deal.
Well, I'll
But if
give him
there's a guy who
26
can-
total, not just rushing and receiving. I'll give
Well,
him that.
it would have to be rushing to win the bet, though.
Yeah.
We did ask rushing.
That's fair.
If he hits 26 total, though, and nails it exactly,
That's what I'm saying.
I'll give Chris like partial credit. Definitely.
I'll give
That's
you.
all I want.
I'll take you to AC.
How you gonna make that? Oh, whatever.
Well, for other,
Dude, I'll go to AC with you any day.
no, I'd be like, no,
I
you
would.
take him to the roulette table. Chris, pick a number.
There you go. Metis,
27.
Metis, how many receiving touchdowns is going to lead the league? And then Chris, finally, how many passing touchdowns will the highest quarterback have?
I got to put it in the 30s. Is like the
Oh,
area.
so this is the quarterback throwing the ball.
Quarterback throwing the ball, probably like low 30s to maybe mid 30s. Crazy would be upper 30s to 40.
Someone's gonna have 34.
34. All right, that would be interesting.
I like that.
Yeah.
34.
Sam
passing.
Darnold. Sam Darnold.
He's
Jalen
got a good
Hurts.
amount.
Jalen Hurts? No.
No, you know who it's gonna be.
That would be berserk.
It's gonna be the dude on the Queefs.
Nope.
Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you, it's not going to be him.
Good. I'm
Nope.
sick of my homie. I'm sick of him. I really am.
Why? What's your problem with Patrick Mahomes?
It's just like when the Patriots won every year. It's just like, oh yeah, it's football season. Can't wait for the Patriots to win the whole thing. Now it's like, can't wait for the Chiefs to just win the whole thing.
I can understand where you're coming from
Yeah.
there. I think that a lot of people probably feel similarly to the way you do. And I think that a big part of it for people who are football fans or maybe even fantasy football people is that they're playing such a boring brand of football right now that's not exciting. It's not high flying. It's not They're not scoring a lot of
Mhm.
points. They're just grinding out these ugly wins. In the last 2 weeks, they could have very easily lost the game on penalties that were not called against them or for the other team.
Mm.
It was a call and a no call, and both of them benefited the Chiefs in the very closing seconds of the game
Really?
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So like there's
Like, how do you not call that pass interference? He molested
Because
him.
there's collusion.
there's a lot of questionable call/no calls that have happened in just the last 2 weeks that all seem to somehow go in the Chiefs' favor, either for or against, and they're not winning games by high scores. They're just grinding these ugly, shitty games out. Patrick Mahomes doesn't throw the ball anymore. It's not fun to root for them as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I never thought it was going to be fun.
Well, I have Patrick Mahomes in the Dynasty League, so
Well,
I thought
that's-
hey, maybe they'll start throwing the ball a little bit more this year. Nope, wrong about that.
Well, you weren't wrong to choose the potential most likely. I mean, he's going to be the best quarterback to ever do it when he's done.
So
Maybe.
So Demon Metis' official numbers that we're putting in for him are 18 rushing, 13 receiving, 38 passing.
Dang.
That's Metis' numbers.
I like it.
Shout out to the Demon Metis.
Metis,
That's right.
who's throwing 38?
Yeah, this doesn't count against you if you're wrong about this, but we need to know who's
Who do
who's
you
putting
think's
up
throwing
38.
38?
Is it going to be Sammy D?
Is he-
Slinging Sammy Darnold?
Is it going to be Josh Allen?
Maybe Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's the boy.
He's the man.
Oh, he's in.
What
He's
did
in
he do this?
battle.
He did 5 through 5 this weekend.
Was it 4 or 5?
It was 5, right?
Nice.
I like the Buffalo Bills.
I don't even know how. Like I enjoyed it, sure, but it sucked because I had that game won 50 times over by the time he even played. Like the game was not even in question with Bobby J when Allen comes up.
Yeah.
So
I enjoys it, Mama.
it was fun, but like I'm like, well, okay. No, it was 4 touchdowns.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 4.
Oh, I thought he.
It was there was rushing. There was a bunch of rushing touchdowns in there as well.
Uh.
Like Ray Davis, I believe, scored a rushing touchdown if I'm not mistaken. Either way, Josh Allen could be a guy.
If I'm the quarterback, I get hiked the ball and I just go whoop to him and he runs in the touchdown. Is that a passing touchdown?
Depends
No,
on
no,
where
no.
he is. Well, no, hang on. If you're standing there, you know how like before the snap, guys will go in motion.
Yeah.
And then the guy will be running sideways along the line, and then they'll snap the ball while he's running. So if you had Anthony line up as a wide receiver all the way out wide next to you,
Which would be a good choice by you.
all the way out there, and then you said, set, and he starts running towards you. If you snap the ball, hike, and it comes back to you, and then he runs in front of you, and you throw it forward to him, that's a passing touchdown.
Okay.
If he runs behind you and you throw it backwards to him, that's a rushing touchdown.
Okay.
That's all. That's how it works.
As long as it goes in front of the line
Forwards,
of scrimmage.
no. Forwards or backwards.
Okay.
It could be behind the line of scrimmage. You could throw it to him, and you're both behind the line of scrimmage. But forward is a pass. Backwards is not a pass. Is a
Okay.
lateral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever the ball is. If the ball's here, I got to be in front of it.
Got it.
Forwards or backwards.
Okay.
But I said no with the way he made it seem because he was like, I was behind him.
Right. That's why I needed to
Yeah,
clarify right away because it's called a pop pass. If you're like right close to each other, you just just pop it to him
Mhm,
frontwards. That's
Like,
a
yo,
pass.
yo, take this.
Yeah. Yeah, the first time somebody did it, the people were like, "What was that? What did we just see? Is that a handoff? Is that a pass? What is it?" And they ruled that it's a pass.
Okay.
It's the Cupid Shuffle?
What else you got, John? Anything?
No, we're just up to predictions. So, Anthony, any predictions for our next episode? So we're gonna revisit these predictions in
Next
the next
month.
episode. Yeah, next month.
Oh, so 1 month from now, what will be going on? Let's see.
I mean, for me, I know I feel I'll have maybe one loss in the Beers League, the Bobby J's League. I feel like my team is just
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah,
is a monster there.
I think my team is good, but I have more injuries in that league. I have Ken Walker again. I have AJ Brown, just like Anthony does. I got Brooks and I have Hubbard now, which I'm very happy about. My team, I think, has a chance to like break out.
I'm 3-0 in that one too.
I'm 2-1.
For both leagues.
I'm 3-0 in every one that doesn't matter. I'm in 3-0 in the Dynasty. No, well, it matters. It just doesn't matter as much as the Always Sunday. I'm 3-0 in Dynasty and Bobby J.
I'm 2-1 in all 3 of them.
I'm 0-0.
It's the way to be.
Yeah.
I'm about that life.
So yeah, predictions for the next month. I'm gonna say Malik Neighbors continues to go on a tear and assaults the league.
You want to trade him? I want him.
It's a tough name.
Malik?
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors. Yeah.
It's a
It's
real
good.
tough name.
Yeah.
I'll trade you Devontae Adams. Not Malik Neighbors.
Nobody's going to trade him right now.
Who, Devontae Adams?
No, Malik Neighbors.
Oh yeah, no.
If I was in there and I had him, I would trade him, but you'd be paying dearly.
So far, rightfully so.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's real good. The Giants fans should be happy they have something fun to look at and look forward to. And he makes Daniel Jones seem somewhat competent, and that's all you can ask for. You can watch a Giants game now, and there's a guy like when I'm at work, I work on Sundays, and I can watch games, but I can only watch games that are just on regular ass TV, right? Like if it's on
Local.
local games. So I can watch the Giants, the Jets, and the Eagles. That's it. So before, Giants game was like almost non-starter, and for a long time, even the Jets were just a non-starter. Where you're just like, I guess I'm watching the Eagles
Yeah.
because these other two games are going to be trash because the Giants or Jets are just going to get their asses kicked.
Yeah, it was not fun.
And now, at least when you're watching the Giants, I don't expect them to win every game, but you have at least one player who's like just like electric. You're just like waiting to see him with the ball in his hands.
You're an Eagles fan, right?
No, I'm not a fan of any team.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I used to be a fan of the Jets. I was a fan of the Jets for a really long time, but they were just bad for my mental health. And I realized at a certain point that these teams, these franchises, do not fucking care about their fans whatsoever. They do not care. They just want they just
They want
straight
your
up want
money.
money. They want money, and they want you to keep buying shit and keep going to these games and watching this fucking terrible brand of football. These joke players that they put on the screen
Yeah.
or on the field.
Buying $30 beers.
It-
fucking,
And
yeah.
and then so the final straw was the Jets fired a head coach and they hired another head coach, but the coach they hired had just failed in the same division in Miami. They saw him fail in Miami. He got fired by Miami, and the Jets just immediately hired him as their head coach.
They're like, this
Jesus.
guy, he's got to be good.
It was the most egregious, disgusting thing. I was like, this is franchise malpractice. I cannot root for this franchise any longer. I put all my Jets stuff in a box, and it's still in that box somewhere.
He's like, you know what? He went to, I'm gonna walk out of this house, and when I come back, this box better be gone, and I don't want to know where it is.
I put the box away, and I've moved a couple times since then, so I literally don't know where the box
Yeah, he didn't
is.
write Jets on that box. It's just a
It's
box.
just a box. It's
Just
an
a
unnamed
box.
box. It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It could-
It's
it
just
could
in
be
that
here.
big room, you know. And so yeah, I don't root for a team anymore. It's been much better for my mental health, and certainly much better for like my enjoyment of the game. Because now I can watch any game, any team, any matchup that really is juicy for me. I really enjoy it. Each season, there's like preseason as I'm starting to warm up to like do my research and get the teams and figure out who's who and what's what. There'll be a couple teams that I kind of like. Oh, I like this team this year. I want to watch them. I'll follow them this year a little closely. Like, and that just keeps it interesting. But I like to know all the players. I like to know all the teams, and you know my favorite team is my fantasy football team.
Nice.
I like it.
Like it.
It's pretty basic, pretty straightforward.
No such thing as basic.
Baker Mayfield. Demon Metis has Baker Mayfield throwing 38 touchdowns.
Shut up.
I like it.
Wow.
It's not unreasonable.
No.
He had a really good start to the season. He's throwing touchdowns. He's got Chris Godwin and Mike Evans.
I mean, I think like if their running game starts to improve, it got it to a rough start. They were pretty much throwing a lot. That's why, like Rashad White, I think is dealing with a little something on that's affecting his
Growing. His
groin, and then now they're pushing our Johnny's boy, who actually mentioned him in the beginning of the season, Bucky Irving.
Yeah. Like John likes to call him Buck Irving.
Sorry, John, it's Bucky. And well, if the rushing starts to level out to passing, then I think it's less obvious and less achievable. But like if there is no real rush game for them, then I think that's something that could happen. He's gonna be throwing it. Mike Evans, 10 years. Was it 10 years, right?
10 years in a row, 1,000 yards. He's awesome. He's a Hall of Famer.
10 years in a row, he's at 1,000
my
or
guy.
more receiving yards.
That's my guy.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
beast.
my guy.
Beast.
Yeah, he's quite good.
All right.
I think he'll be get back on track. John, do you have the jellies list?
So I have a jellies list. I'm gonna go first with the jellies,
Oh,
if you don't mind, Anthony.
No, John,
take it away.
take it
baby.
away, John.
All right. So
But first,
the
listen,
Cincinnati-
don't do the jellies wrong, John. You better be fucking good.
All right. The Cincinnati Bengals are 0-3 for the start of the season. So they played in the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow was, in the Super Bowl. And right now, the team that was in the Super Bowl about 2 years ago is 0-3. So my prediction would be for until the next podcast is that the Cincinnati Bengals win every single game until the next pod.
That's a
That's a
good
hot take.
prediction.
It's
Yeah,
a hot take.
Yep, good prediction, John. Well done.
I like that. And did you feel it? Did you feel it when you thought it?
Anthony, I was in. I had a Boston cream and a donut jelly with it. All right, Anthony.
Jesus Christ.
Boston. Oh man, I like it.
Oh, by the way, I just came from Boston this past weekend, so,
So
that's
it was
why
just so
sorry.
you just had cream.
Shout out Boston.
I'm so
Shout out
sorry for
Boston.
you.
He just had cream. He didn't have Boston cream. He just had cream. That I do
Jelly.
like that. I do like that. That's a good take.
All right. And then my next prediction in terms of fantasy is I will continue my streak with badness in Dynasty. And I will win at least 2 more games to the next pod.
You will win or won't win 2 more games?
I will win at least 2 games.
Oh, that's 50-50 then.
In Dynasty?
Or no, that would make you 2-2 or 2-3 by that point.
Yes, correct.
2-3 for the month. That's not terrible, but
For the month, no, but record long.
what is he? 1-3 right now. 1-2 right now.
Yeah,
So he'd be 3-5.
yeah.
It's not awful, but it's not what you
It's
want.
not what you want.
No, it's not what I want, but I just think I want to be realistic about my predictions.
Demon Metis says, first of all, John, Demon Metis says that the Bengals are the Bungles, and they're only gonna win 1 game this month. So
Shout out.
So Demon Metis is
Wow.
taking the other side of that bet. That you're on, Demon
Wow.
Metis.
You're on it.
You're on. So do you have any more predictions, John?
So those would be my 2, and I'll
Anthony,
leave it up to Anthony's Jellies.
I thought you were gonna give us a list of players or something, John.
No,
Oh no. It was
no.
Oh
He said he was, but he just said no. He doesn't care.
yeah. I
All right.
It's okay.
I had,
It's okay.
I had a
John,
a flow to this.
You're
So,
you're going
Anthony,
through a hurricane.
I'm gonna name you 2 players then. So now we're talking about jellies. So I want to throw it out there. So your 2 jellies this year were Brian Thomas and Calvin Ridley. Both these players are in just shit offenses, and the jellies are not feeling it, man. Like the jelly spoiled. Like whoever the baker is, they.
I wouldn't say the
fucked up.
jelly's
It's just straight up
spoiled.
jizz.
I wouldn't say the jelly's
So
spoiled.
Anthony, what do you have to say about that?
What I would say about that, John, is it's only been the first few weeks. Okay, jellies are for season long. Those were season long jelly chosen ones. Let's come back to me next month and we can see. Hey, it's been 8 weeks, right? 7 weeks.
Gotcha.
Next
9
live
weeks.
stream.
Next live stream. We're going into week 4 right now, so we'll
It'll
be
be
going
week
into week 9. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be at a good point, and then we could really break down
Yeah,
how
it'd be
Half
good
the
or
season, right?
It's like 2/3 of the season.
well how good or
Regular
bad the jellies were on these 2 players. I think that there is some light for Brian Thomas Jr. I think he's going to take over as the number 1 there, and Will Levis. If he could just stop turning the ball over.
Stinks.
If he could just stop turning the ball over, that would give him an extra opportunity
Stinks.
to throw it.
Stinks.
Was that live?
Stinks.
Oh.
Stinks.
I like it. It's like a echo. But yeah, no, I still think that it's Calvin Ridley's gonna have he's a boomer bust guy. He's like a better Gabe Davis, I guess you could say.
Fair enough.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
But I think Brian Thomas Jr. was the dynasty jelly for me, where I said like this is the guy I think is good long term.
And then you traded him away.
Did I? Oh, that was a different one. I have him in.
Okay. You kept him in one dynasty, traded him away.
I literally, dude, I have him on every single. I have 6 leagues. I have him on every team.
except the one you traded him away.
Right. I had to give up. I had to be giving up one. You know what I mean? Can't have him all over the place. Well, listen, I wasn't trying to trade him. The dude was like, I want a stack. So I traded Trevor Lawrence, Brian Thomas Jr., Jerome Ford, and a next year's second for Joe Burrow and a first.
That's a great trade. Great trade.
Everybody thought that I got fleeced.
That's
Not that I got fleeced. They're like, oh, I like his side better. Okay, because he got like more players.
Yeah, that's a better trade for you in every way possible.
Well,
That's
it was the
exactly
perfect time to do it. Joe Burrow started off like he usually does.
Yeah.
First 2 weeks, little poop a doop, and capitalized on that one.
Yeah.
And if I want to, now I have 2 firsts. I could be like, yo, I want a player. In a few weeks, close to trade deadline, and I'm all right, and somebody's selling, I got 2 firsts. I could at least get rid of one of them. I have Derrick Henry as well, so I could sit here and do something like that. Make a maneuver with an older guy and a player to get an elite player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some shit.
Yeah.
I'm
There you
ready.
go.
I'm happy with it because waiting for that stack to be like, oh man, it's good. It was rough to watch. Trevor Lawrence. I feel like
He
Ev-
stinks.
every
Stinks.
person. Shut it down. Every person
Stinks.
that that like got paid this offseason has been playing rough. Or like when a player
Stinks.
gets their contract, it's like immediately after they stink.
Stinks.
Who's saying that?
Me.
No, it's not you.
No, it's not
It's
you because
not
it's not your
me.
voice.
No, it's not you. It's Kevin Goatee. Do you remember Kevin Goatee?
Yeah, yeah.
Stinks.
Because it has a little bit, but I was like, that doesn't really sound like you.
It's not him.
Oh, anyway,
Dave, is there any jelly players that you have?
he doesn't have jellies. He's strictly statistically based.
I think that this
He's not
not
jelly.
not strictly. There's
But I
I
lean more jellies than I should.
very much so. You're very deep. You're like neck deep in jellies. I have jellies, but I keep them in a jar. And then I
Lock it up.
every now and again I'll open the jar and I'll see what's going on with the jellies.
Stir the cherries or jellies.
Yeah, and then I'll put the lid back on the jar. There you
no,
go. So
John saw that. No,
I think that the Bears are going to go on a little bit of a success streak here. Now, I don't think they're necessarily going to win every game, but I think that this is the month where
You
they
feeling
sort of start to round into form a little bit. Caleb Williams is going to play better. Odunze and DJ Moore are going to have some fantasy value, and the Bears are going to have a nice month. of
Keenan
October.
Allen's just gonna be sitting on the sideline eating.
I don't know what he's going to be doing. Hopefully he can get back from his injury, but I think that between those two receivers and the quarterback, I think that Roshan Johnson might have something to say about that backfield work. Maybe even Khalil Herbert if Johnson doesn't work out. I think
my boy.
I think DeAndre Swift might lose a little bit of his job, and the Bears will be an interesting watch over the next month. That's going to be my jellies.
I like it.
Yeah, they have an easy schedule, at least for like 4 weeks.
I don't have jellies for a specific team. I do think
The Giants.
the jellies are hard for this Thursday, bro.
What do you mean?
Par.
Yeah,
For-
pause indeed.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Why? They're hard for this
move on.
Thursday. I didn't. Anyway,
Pause.
but to bet the Giants this Thursday, not necessarily money line, but just Giants covering. It's
That's not that big of a. We talked about it. I think a lot of us picked the Giants +6 the
Did we?
other night. Yeah, I did. I
Oh.
know I did.
I don't think
I didn't. I was the one. I'm not a believer in the Giants.
any given Sunday, but it's Thursday.
It's a 6. It's +6 though. +6, and the Cowboys defense isn't playing very well.
No,
Okay.
I'm almost money lining it. Watch out.
So wait, who did you say was going to have? Oh, the Bengals are going to have.
He's gonna win. They're gonna win every game.
So these are the games. Ready?
Yeah, I wanted to know.
At Carolina,
Okay, beat.
they win that one.
Yeah.
Say win.
They win.
Baltimore in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, listen, if they're Baltimore still playing the way, give them a win. Let's see. I think that's a tough one for sure.
At the New York Giants.
That's a win.
That's a win.
At Cleveland.
That's a win. I think that's a win. So the only question mark is Baltimore.
And then the 5th week of October is the Philadelphia Eagles in Cincinnati.
Ooh.
They lose to the Eagles.
You're a big Eagles guy.
He is a big Eagles
I'm
guy.
biased.
A.J.
because
Brown should be back by then. Devonta Smith should be back by then. They should be at more full strength, hopefully.
And
I'm
that,
just
is that
biased
before the
because-
live
That's
stream?
pretty.
That
like,
is the live
That's a
stream.
pretty bold prediction, though.
The week of.
The week of, but it happens before.
I think so.
Oh,
Happened
okay.
before the.
I'm about to say, like,
it's the
you-
Sunday right before we come here.
That might be the one you might be wrong on. Baltimore too, but
It's a long.
I'm gonna go
long
bold.
month.
Yeah, like
Hey,
I
listen.
just think Cincinnati's a better team than their record says.
It's a
Like,
bold move, Cotton.
Yeah, hey, look, I picked them to win the Super Bowl on our show with Jeff Clark, which if you haven't seen the show with Jeff Clark, it was a lot of fun. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I have them winning the Super Bowl, so I need them to go on a little run here. So I'm hoping right along with John.
I have the Jets. You know what? The Jets winning. The only losing one.
Don't say that, Anthony.
I have the Jets losing only one game from now till next live stream.
Anthony, don't say that.
Why? Do
You're
you
gonna
want
jinx us.
to? No, I'm not.
By the way, Chris, I am a Jets fan.
I could tell. I could tell.
He sees it.
I'm a pretty diehard Jets fan, but like
Are you a
I'm
Jets
also,
fan since they got Aaron Rodgers, or you been a Jets?
No,
fan?
he's been a
No,
Jets fan his
I'm,
whole life.
I'm like a lifer Jets fan. Like
met-
lifetime of stuff.
I met Fireman Ed once. He's a cool dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
a cool
he
dude.
I'll tell you one thing about being a Jets fan. It's always very low expectations at all times.
Yeah.
Like
High energy
like,
though. You guys are nuts.
Yeah, They're
Great
fun.
fan base.
Fun fans, but they don't take themselves too seriously.
Philadelphia's got the
They-
roughest fans.
And they say they live and die with the team. The Jets fans just die with the team.
Yeah.
So Demon Metis is mocking my Bears pick for the month. He says it's just as bad for a pick for October. So I want to read you guys their opponents, the Bears' opponents for the month of October. The Rams, who have a terrible pass defense, terrible. The Carolina Panthers, the Jacksonville Jaguars, all at home, by the way. A bye, and then at Washington Redskins.
Thank you for
Oh,
calling
yeah,
them the
they could
Redskins,
definitely
because
win.
that's what
Oh,
they are.
Washington Commanders.
No.
I
They're the
think
Redskins.
I think that those are four beatable teams. Like those are four teams that are not scaring me in any way. The Bears defense is better than every single one of those teams. It's going to keep them under control.
I just think they lose to the Rams in
They might
Washington.
lose to Rams,
In
but
Washington.
the Rams have one of the worst pass defenses in the NFL. So those receivers are going to get loose. And Washington, same thing. They might lose lose the game, but I said offensive success. I never said they were going to win all their games.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I said the Bears are going to have some offensive success. They're going to have a successful month.
Oh.
They're going to play well. They might not win every game, which I think they could win a few of these games. Jacksonville, come on.
No, I agree.
They'll be competitive
The Giants
against
are going to have a
Carolina.
successful month.
The Bears have
I feel.
a cake schedule the next 5 weeks, including a bye. So 4 games in 5 weeks.
No,
I'll
those
take
are the. I mean, you want to play those
Metis,
teams.
you're wrong.
we'll
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it next month.
Gotcha. All right, Anthony, you got a bold one?
Demon Metis says that Anthony had the best pick today. Going to the window right now. Maybe he meant the Giants.
I don't
I'm
know.
not
I
sure.
made a lot of picks. I
Yeah, he has to be more specific. You got to be more specific, Metis.
don't.
At least I know. At least I know my pick was bold enough. Like it was enough of a Spicy's Jellies pick. I thought my pick might be boring, but Metis was incensed.
You didn't like.
He was furious.
See, this is erroneous.
he was furious. Oh shit, Metis is pissed.
All right, Jellies, let's go. On demand.
On demand. I said it. I said the Jets only lose one game
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
from now till the live stream, and they have a later bye, so I think they play 5 games.
Maybe they do. Yeah. I have to see. I have to find out.
I feel like a dat.
Chris,
Yes, sir.
over or under? I forgot the number, but does scoring significantly increase the next time we talk? Do you think that scoring starts to improve?
I think it does, but nothing that we're gonna brag about. I think it's gonna kind of steadily incline as we progress.
Oh shit! This is. Gonna be
I
fun.
think the tail end of the season is where we're gonna see big numbers.
I agree. I like that. I just looked at the Jets' next 5 games.
Denver, very good defense. Minnesota, very good team with a very good defense. Buffalo, very good team with a very good defense. Pittsburgh, very good defense. And then the New England Patriots, who they should beat. But it's in New England.
Right. Well, I think they're gonna
They're going to lose more than one of those games.
They're gonna beat the Patriots. They're gonna beat the Broncos. They're gonna beat the Steelers.
Sure. And then Minnesota,
And
Buffalo.
They're gonna only lose 1.
So they'll beat one and they'll lose to one.
Yes.
Fair enough. That's bold.
I didn't even know who they were playing.
Good for you. All right. So Jets best team in October. Okay, so that's Demon Metis' call. Jet. He's with you on the
He's
Jets.
with me.
Riding with you.
He
on
has
the Jets.
jellies, just like I do. They
John,
function.
John, I want to say thank you very much for joining us tonight and hanging out with us for so long. I didn't expect to take up so much of your time, so I'm appreciating you being so gracious.
You're the man, dude.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
I love
thanks
having
for
ya.
stopping on.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
Hopefully we can coordinate it so that you're going to be joining us real quick next month. We'll probably do a much more abbreviated version next month because it's going to be the Halloween party episode. But John, you have 5 weeks to think of a costume to wear for next week.
Yeah, you
or
have
for
to be
next
in
month.
costume.
Yeah,
All right, sounds good. I got something in mind.
Ooh, I like it.
Sick.
perfect.
Sick team player. Love it.
New York
Dude,
Deportes.
Thank you so much. Really, it's much appreciated. I really appreciate you hanging out and spending time with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Doors always open. You're always welcome, my friend.
All right, gentlemen. Have a good night, man.
All right, see you next month.
Later, dude.
Later, bro.
All right. Later.
Later.
John from Florida,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, he'll probably call me tomorrow when he's doing chores or something.
That's awesome.
That was the football special.
That
Yeah.
was the football special, friends. I
That was a
hope you
lot more
enjoyed it.
than I expected us to do.
Absolutely.
So I have something for you guys, okay?
Okay.
Because we're not done yet.
Okay.
This is Demon Metis has a very important question
For
Chris.
okay.
He wants to know how the bladder is doing.
I'm actually really good.
Nice.
I'm good. Now that he said something, I'm probably gonna have to pee, but I'm good right now. Thanks for asking, dude.
Yeah, he brought it to your attention.
Okay, so
we need to
let's
take a 5-minute break.
let's talk about two things.
Okay.
Now this is going to be some time travel because we haven't actually had this discussion on the show yet, but in a couple of weeks we are going to discuss some candies.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to mention these candies without going into too much detail.
Mm-hmm.
I just want Anthony reach in that bag that's behind you, and there's going to be a bunch of bags. Ignore the bags for now, and just get at the very bottom of the bag. You should be able to find 4 candies.
Shut your mouth. Sorry.
If there's candy, he'll find it.
Yes, I believe you. Get in there.
There's I got.
Tell us what you got.
We got the old school classic OG.
Hell yes.
Whatchamacallit,
Hell
fam.
yes.
Beautiful.
Whatchamacallit here is delicious.
Whatchamacallit?
Mm.
That was the slogan. Whatchamacallit?
And then right here, we got a Schnickers.
Hold on a second.
I'm sorry.
Give me a second here. This is the whatchamacallit. It's at your local 7-Eleven.
Dude, what the
Go
fuck is
go
this?
get you one. Make sure you try out the whatchamacallit.
Oh,
Anthony,
man.
what else you got?
We got first of all, I see the one and I'm like, I want it.
Let's go.
This is Snickers.
The classic old school Snickers.
Yeah.
Stock.
Stock
Bone
Snickers.
stock.
Yeah.
Stock Snickers.
OG Snickers, you know, if you're feeling crabby.
Grab yourself a Snickers.
Yeah, if you turn it into Danny DeVito. That's what you get.
Ah.
Yeah. And we did say that it has a touch of
Ooh,
nutritional
you got a-
value.
You got a king size one.
Demon Metis, already a fan of the whatchamacallit. Demon Metis, I need you right now.
Demon Metis, you didn't
We-
hear the rest of them. Shut your
We
mouth.
need you right now. I love this. Demon, love it.
You bite your tongue.
Go ahead. What else you got in the bag?
We got the Twix.
A Twix.
So, these are all bone stock.
The
What's that?
regular
Left and right.
left and right Twix. For your cranium.
And I think I know what you're gonna pull out.
I saved the
Just
best
show
for
the tip.
last.
Just show the tip. Just show the tip. Whew, God.
I saved the best for last.
Go ahead.
Drum roll.
This
I
is
have-
also
I
a
have
little
a
bit
drum
of
roll.
a,
I can't find it. Here
a
we
little
go.
bit of a hidden gem. The Reese's Nutrageous bar. Don't be confused with the outrageous. Get that shit out of my face. This is the Nutrageous.
He's a purist.
Nutrageous. Is it king? I could only find the king size.
That's the only size you need.
They have the share size, which is 2 big
You shut up
bars.
and get me that. Where is it?
I next time I'm at 7-Eleven and I see it, I'm gonna get it for you.
No,
It's
just take
this
a picture.
long.
Just take a picture. I gotta see it.
It's this long.
It's a sharing size.
It looks like nunchucks, dude.
Oh, that's awesome. I would totally not share that.
I don't either. No.
I put them on. See what happened.
Yeah. What?
So what we need everybody to do? Where do
Mhm.
those candies go?
They're right
lay
there.
them out, fan them out there in the middle, so people move the ashtray, move the bottle, get them fanned out there. We need people to see them. We need everybody to try all these candies during the month of October. Make sure you get yourself a Snickers, like an old school fashion. Like, what was the last time you bought yourself a Snickers bar and just ate the Snickers bar? We need you to do it this October. I need you to get a Nutrageous and try one of those. a whatchamacallit. Definitely try a whatchamacallit.
Definitely try. Don't sleep on whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it's important that you try all these because we have a very important question we need to ask you in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
But the whatchamacallit was the one I was the most afraid that people had never even heard of, let alone
Mhm.
tried.
Yeah, because out of these, I think that's the oldest.
And the Twix
Well,
is the
Twix
final
is-
one.
Twix and Snickers are very well known. Everybody has it. And then to me, the next one is Nutrageous. It's Reese's. Everybody knows, but it's not a well known bar as all the others. And then obviously the whatchamacallit is a classic hidden gem.
It's delicious.
Yes, Demon Meatus is going to Hershey Park in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks.
That's amazing.
So he's going to get some straight from the source.
Sick.
He's going to get some source chocolate.
He's going to
Yeah.
Hershey Park. He's going to eat a bunch of that and get the Hershey squirts. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
it. Dude,
Source chocolates.
Hershey Park. I haven't been there since I was a kid. It was legit.
So yeah, the Nutrageous, Snickers, Twix,
And
and whatchamacallit. Educate yourselves, everybody.
Edumacate.
We need you to to know these things.
We need your input.
That's right. It's important for the holiday,
Holiday.
for the culture.
For the people.
Do it for the movement.
All right, so there's that. And then in the bag also, Anthony, you'll notice.
Yeah, that was. I
don't want you to lose focus now,
I saw
Anthony.
certain
Sorry.
things, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
nervous.
confused.
Okay, so here, I want you to just take each of you guys there, put the bag down in between you, and then each of you can remove one of the
I'm
bags
gonna
from
go
the bag,
blind.
and you can tell me what you got.
No way,
What is
dude.
it?
Wrap snacks.
What does that mean?
Dude, wrap snacks potato chips. You can only really find these in like hood spots. Like
Oh, little babies on it.
these are delicious.
What is it? What is it?
So this particular brand is Lil Baby All In Hot Flavor. This is salt, vinegar, barbecue, onion, garlic, cayenne pepper, and more.
Ew.
Ew! Until you try
You're
a
trying
delicious wrap snack.
You're gonna have.
I'm
a,
just not a
you're gonna
fan
have
of
a
salt
chip.
and vinegar chip.
Hold on, don't open it yet.
Okay, okay.
Let's bring all of them out first.
I'm not a fan of salt and vinegar.
Neither am I, but I'm gonna try one.
Am I overstepping when I say you got these at a hood spot?
You are not
A
correct.
little. Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I
little
did
off
not
the
get them.
beaten
It's a spot that has a lot of hood stuff though.
path. Okay.
So like these guys, they're this. I'm sure this is not their only location.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, so this is Rap Snaps icon Master P. Barbecuing with my honey.
Honey barbecue. Baby.
Barbecuing with my honeys and my honey.
Oh my God!
Where's that?
I got my future ex-wife, Nicki Minaj, barbecuing with my honey truffle.
Oh, honey truffle though? That truffle butter?
Listen, I'm not into truffle at all, but I would
do dirty things.
I would eat anything that she asked me to.
All right.
I would, except poop.
Oh, we got another little baby. Yo, little baby. We got honey jalapeno.
Oh, another little baby,
Yo, little baby.
dude.
He's I don't like the way he's telling everybody to be
He
quiet.
just-
You shut up. You shut your mouth. You bite
All
your.
right. Oh my God!
We got-
There's one more after that. Oh, I knew it. I knew there had to be a Ricky Rose, Rick Ross sweet chili lemon pepper
Sweet chili lemon. All right, I could dig that.
wrap snacks.
Yo. Chicka. Oh, okay. Ooh wee.
Ooh wee!
Ooh wee wavy. Boosie Louisiana Heat.
Is that Boosie Badass?
That's that. I don't know. This is ooh wee wavy. Louisiana Heat.
That's insane. That's insane.
Wow. So like we're cracking. We're trying.
What are we trying first?
Make sure you have water. Some heat. There's some heat on some of these. I mean, I'm gonna ooh wee.
I heard you guys say you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
I heard you guys say little baby twice. Did I get two of the same thing?
No,
but
two
he's on
different
two different
flavors.
bags.
He's on two
wow.
bags.
Wow, what an
All right, so we're
entrepreneur.
gonna crack open. Ooh wee.
The Boosie Badass ones.
I gotta get one that's got like lots of. Oh no. Yeah.
All right.
Louisiana Heat. This is gonna be so good.
It smells like a pet store.
What?
So it smells
Smell it.
like a pet store. Can I smell?
I don't think it smells like that, but I don't want it to smell like that either.
I guess real quick, I understand what you're saying.
It was good. It was really good.
It is good. It's a thicker chip too.
and it's got a nice spice to it.
Mm-hmm.
Good crunch. I needed more heat. I didn't get enough heat.
All right.
Ooh wee wavy boozy Louisiana heat. I like these.
Very good.
Let's try Ricky Rose sweet chili lemon pepper.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah, I think you gotta like go like one hot, one not hot, one hot, one not hot.
Sounds
Huh.
good.
All right, let me see. What is this? Is the sweet chili lemon pepper?
Ooh.
That sounds good. It's not. Ooh. Ooh, I like the smell. Let me get one. Let me get something with a lot of goods on there. Sorry, I need another one.
I think you're gonna like this.
Ooh. Ooh
I think
wee!
you-
I think this should have been ooh
I
wee.
think you're gonna like this.
Oh, bro. This should have been ooh wee.
All the ingredients sound whack, but once you taste it, it's good.
Ooh wee.
Like you don't need lemon pepper and sweet chili. Like it's a,
Now I do.
but it works.
I like the other ones better.
Really?
These are okay. They're just okay.
You're just okay. Sorry, they're good.
The goal is to be rich forever. Rick Ross, sweet chili lemon pepper
That's
flavored
crazy.
potato chips. Wrap snacks.
It was good. I like that one. I ranked that one better than the other one, but
Lil Baby, all in hot flavor. Salt and vinegar, barbecue, onion, garlic, cayenne pepper, and more.
You're gonna like this one.
It seems like
more,
it
but
has
what's the more?
everything on it.
it's an everything bagel chip.
It's an all
It's an
dressed.
everything chip.
It's an all dressed.
Isn't all dressed have ketchup?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that.
It's got ketchup in there.
All dressed. Yeah.
It's Canadian. People in Canada really like that.
They're delicious.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't like the way your face just went.
Neither did I.
I feel like they all kind of smell the same. I'm a big salt and vinegar fan.
Oh fuck! It's like I just got the breathing salts.
This one didn't have a whole lot of flavor to it.
It's kind of flat.
Very flat. A little bit of a cheese flavor, maybe.
I'm getting a little bit of the vinegar.
Yeah, that's what hits you the most. Most potent.
I didn't like the first flavor, like the initial taste of it was not very pleasant, and then it kind of just smoothed out to nothing.
That second
I'm
chip,
trying to have a second one.
the second chip tasted like coleslaw, in a good way.
I'm basically getting the vinegar. It's like that's why I don't like salt and vinegar chips. It's like
Yeah.
so powerful.
Those ones are not for me.
I think those are. Oh, I'm gonna open up my boot thing. Get my
Barbe-
little boot
Oh,
thing.
there's 3 more. Okay.
Barbecuing.
Barbecuing with my honey truffle. As long as it's not truffle butter, you know what they say that is.
That's booty juice. Yeah.
Truffle butter?
Truffle butter is like you put it in the butt, you take a little bit out, and there's some poop on there.
Oh God,
That's truffle butter.
that's gross.
That's what the.
Why are you talking about that right now?
That's what the kids are doing.
I don't know if
Sorry.
I'm never been a truffle fan at all, so I don't
This is
know.
good. This is fine. This is I like the barbecue that it has. You have to like have a chip to offset the flavor of the chip before, and then have a chip again.
Yeah.
No,
Is that your second one?
It's just honey barbecue.
You gotta-
one big one.
You,
No,
you have to.
No.
You have
that was
to,
enough. One is enough.
really.
I didn't like it. That sweetness is gross to me.
You ain't gross, Nikki.
No,
You ain't
Nikki-
gross, baby girl.
Nikki's not.
I didn't mind.
All right.
What's
so
that
now
one?
We have Lil Baby again. Wrap snacks. Honey jalapeno.
Oh. Yeah, you got to try that Nutrageous, fam.
You got to clear your throat, fam.
you gotta try that Nutrageous.
These are good.
You don't, I
If
don't
you get
smell
pa-
anything.
If you get past the sweet, that jalapeno is like smoky.
Ooh, I got the smoky.
I like that.
These are not bad. These are my number 2.
Your number one was the first one.
Yeah, the hot chips. I like those a lot.
I gotta get the aftertaste going on.
Yeah, I like those. I'm good. I'm a fan.
You got the last one there.
Rap Snacks, Icon, Master P, Barbequin with my honey.
Peanut butter Twix?
Peanut butter Twix are elite. Elite.
No, the regular one's better.
I think so. I don't know if I've had
really?
like same thing with the Snickers. Like a regular Snickers is better than the peanut butter one. And I'm a peanut butter
Yes,
fanatic. It's
but-
just you don't, if it's not broken, don't fix it, fam.
They both hold their merits, but there's nothing like OG of anything.
Yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it. How you feeling?
I
No.
don't like it.
So it's just honey barbecue, isn't that like what this one was?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
like that one
with a
either.
little truffle. But this seems more
No
like
good, right?
orangey.
I don't like it.
I'm gonna put my second one back.
Oh my god. I'll put back our first put back. Yeah, these ones aren't good.
I
Do
don't
you like it? You don't mind it.
I'm a fat guy.
Nice.
Well,
Chris,
like I said, the one chip kind of like has to take me down to ground zero, and I can get.
I don't
get a
need to
taste.
know. I already know.
Mine are
It's okay.
the first one we tried, and those two little baby ones. Little baby knows his snacks.
These two you liked? Oh wow.
No.
I just grabbed them randomly.
No, I like.
Do you want
the,
any of them right now?
No, thank you.
I like the honey, the jalapeno, and the sweet chili.
You're
and the-
sweating.
Yeah.
Was something spicy that you ate?
The first chip was
The
spicy,
chips.
but it's not that spicy. But look at him. Look at how he reacts to that.
But
Wow.
I've eaten numerous chips of all of them. I like those two,
The best.
and then Louisiana Heat was good. It's the third one for me.
I did not like Nicki Minaj's truffle butter. I was not a fan of this,
No, neither was I.
although I am a fan of her.
Yeah, to me,
I am not.
it's those three, or the one you have, and then the one I like there, and then the little baby other one with the salt, vinegar, and all the others. That's the last. That's at the bottom for me. So it goes those three,
Mm-hmm.
and then these two follow in any way you want because they're both pretty much honey and barbecue, and then the other one's dead ass for me. I don't like it.
Right.
Vinegar is poopy doopy for me.
This for me is far and away the best one. Loved it.
This for me was far and away the worst one.
Okay.
This is the one I put the second chip back.
Yeah, no salt and vinegar. Not my thing.
Thank you, Dave. That was a nice
That was.
treat. I like that. That
Rap
was
snacks.
fun. I wonder how many flavors are in their catalog.
There's a lot because I didn't even get all the ones that were there.
Yeah. Oh, really?
There was more of them there, but I was like, dude, I gotta stop. I went into the place and I bought $44 worth of candy bars and Rap Snacks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's rough.
The guy was looking at me like a maniac.
Is this all for you? This is a normal night for me,
Like,
fam.
dude, are you okay?
Holy crap.
These are good.
Demon Meatus, you're the GOAT, dude. I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, he did a putback for the record, Demon.
I
Yeah.
did.
I might have eaten that one.
Don't eat my hands are super clean.
Sure.
Don't eat the Rap Snack Master P barbecuing with my honey. Cause
It's honey barbecue chips. I'm fine with it. I like it. I like barbecue.
I love barbecue. Love barbecue. What's your favorite barbecue sauce?
I haven't. There's probably like endless amounts.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's, but like the glass jar.
As long as it's the original flavor, delicious.
'Cause they have Sweet Baby Ray's in a plastic bottle, and then they have the one in the glass jar.
Okay.
You go glass jar.
Really?
Yeah.
I've only ever done it in the bottle.
It's different.
because
It's like
it's got the squeeze top.
right. There's like a Carolina brand that's good. I do like Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce.
I don't think I've ever tried it.
I like Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce. Have you ever been to Fridays?
Oh my God!
Those
yeah.
Jack Daniel's
yes,
chicken
yes,
chip-
yeah.
chip-
That's
that-
that sauce.
Jack Daniel's sauce. I mean, I'm sure theirs is seasoned a little better than the one you get in the jar on the sauce, but yeah, like those Jack Daniel's chicken strips. Oh my God, I could eat those. And then there was
Friday's still a thing.
it is every week. And then there's
You're a fucking asshole. I'm gonna fucking break your ankle right now.
He's not wrong.
But is TGI Fridays
yeah,
still
I mean,
restaurant?
I've seen a lot of closed, but they're still
Fridays, the
open.
restaurant? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I have no idea actually. I
what
don't
I'm
go
saying.
anywhere though.
There's
so I
one.
don't know.
There's one still on where I live, like
Okay.
whatever.
Hmm.
But they had the Jack Daniel's chicken strips, bro.
They
And
were
they
good.
give you the little sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah, those were good.
That and then the crispy green beans, because they came with a sauce that I have no idea what it was, but it was
Mm.
phenomenal, and I felt healthy because I was eating green beans, but that were fried.
Delicious.
Talk it. I love
Yeah,
it.
don't make this guy eat any worse than he already has today.
Me?
Anybody, you,
Yeah,
you or me.
Same. Yeah. All right.
Open Pit and Arby's sauce. Do they sell that?
Arby's,
in the store?
Arby's sells their own sauce. Yeah,
but
for
like
sure.
at Arby's or in the store?
No, in the store. You
Oh,
can
I
get it at
don't-
the
I
grocery
haven't-
store. Yeah,
I haven't seen Arby's.
you gotta
sauce.
look for it. It looks kind of generic, like plain. Just has the Arby's thing, and it'll just say like original or whatever.
Arby's
We
sauce.
have the meats.
Yeah. But guys, we did it. We have successfully did another live stream.
2 hours plus.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
no,
you, Dave.
Thank you
Thank
you to
Dean
Metis for hanging out. Yep. Keeping the
Again.
chat alive,
Yeah,
chilling with us.
that's right. That's right. Thank you to Pretty Boy John from Florida,
Yeah, shout out Johnny.
dropping knowledge.
See you next month, baby doll.
Yeah, he's the staple of the live streams for the football.
He's our football correspondent.
Yeah,
Chris,
exactly.
we have a correspondent.
I'm psyched.
Right?
I'm so pumped.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
I think we got to condense the segment down a little. It went a little long for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, because we have
We have to sharpen it down.
We
have
get
to-
lost in
We
there.
really
It
got to
happens.
file it down.
It
We're
happens.
workshopping it. We're workshopping.
But it was a engaging conversation. There
Mhm.
was nothing like, oh my God, shut up. It worked. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, guys, I love you. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit. You guys are amazing. And for you guys watching, thank you. If you want to find us on the YouTubes, we're at youtube.com/the Two Clouded Mind Show. If you just want to listen to us, we're everywhere that podcasts live. We're all over social media at Two Clouded Minds. And if you want to stalk us individually, I am at Chris_is_not_funny.
DC in the City on all social media. Anthony, thanks for hanging out, my man.
Guys, till next time, stay clouded.